And you're listening to Pastor Denzel on Glory 93.9 FM.
Hi, I'm Benita Washington, and you're listening to Pastor Denzel on Glory 93.9.
Yo, second time. I want you to pass with the fire. Yes. I know so where Jesus showed us. Let's do it. Listen, I said the axe is laid at the root of the tree that's not bearing fruit. So what we are going to do? All right then. Chop, 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 chop it down. Not bearing fruit, yes, we are going to chop it down. Chop, 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 chop it down. Not bearing no fruit, then you know we have to chop it down. Chop, 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 chop it down. Not bearing fruit, yes, we are going to chop it down. Chop, 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 chop it down. Turn on the saw, make you know we have to chop it down. I know grape up the large and fruit. I know banana, orange, breadfruit. Tangerine, just up in a pack and float. I try to grow like sister grapefruit. Tree big and tall and it's full of green leaf. But not bearing fruit for the youth them to teach. Nice and shady, it a provide for sleep. But the people I'm hungry, I want food to eat. Well, listen me. From your little teeny weeny and a grow. And we are water you root out a door. Well, not even blossom in our show. Like this a massacre, don't want you to know. Yo! Chop, 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 chop it down. Not bearing fruit, yes, we have to chop it down. Chop, 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 chop it down. Not bearing no fruit, then you know we have to chop it down. Chop, 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 chop it down. Not bearing fruit, yes, we have to chop it down. Chop, 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 chop it down. Turn on the saw, you know we have to chop it down. The fruit of the spirit, you must know what they are. It's not something you buy, like candy bar in a plastic bag. To put in your car, to make orange and tangerine start fall. The fruit of the spirit was ripe ready for pick. Me next time I put down, we kill them with it. While I fling big stone and I fling long stick. The fruits where you have made them know it exist. Well, if nobody now pay a tree any mind, well, it means they all leave them I see all the time. If you wish to be standing next to this time, you better start being too lime. Elsewhere. Chop, 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 chop it down. Not bearing fruit, yes, we have to chop it down. Chop, 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 chop it down. Not bearing no fruit, then you know we have to chop it down. Chop, 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 chop it down. Not bearing fruit, yes, we have to chop it down. Chop, 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 chop it down.
Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're doing well. This is Wednesday, the 11th day of August, year of our Lord 2021. I am so glad to be back with you in the big chair, the middle-sized chair. I don't call it big chair. That's just I'm big.
Well, that's a big chair.
This is a big chair. It is a big chair. It really is. We're so glad to have you tuned in the Barbershop Talk today on Glory 93.9. And I am glad to be back on Barbershop Talk. As you know, I've been out of commission now for a few weeks here, and but we're back, and we're glad to be back. And I think we're not just back, but we're better than before. I was thinking that the brothers would have gone to do a show, but I said I ain't gonna push them for it, and I was gonna try it. I was really gonna try it, and then I was encouraged not to make a mockery of myself. So
Absolutely.
So with that encouragement, I decided, you know what, don't fool with this.
No.
Let's shut this thing down.
Yeah.
But now I'm really, really glad to be back with the brothers, and for all of you that were sending your well wishes, those of you that sent condolences, that were praying for myself and the family, me, Devin, Dwayne, Delton, Daddy, all of us appreciate you so much. Of course, my aunt Elite is a part of the Barbershop crew. She's always on. Aunt is always on. My mother's best friend in the whole world. So we all had to go through this period together. But we're not bitter, we're better. And so we're pushing forward. It can't say glad it happened. Of course, I'm not glad it happened. I wish it never happened. I don't want it to happen. But we press on. So thank you for all of you that have been reaching out. And to these brothers here from Barbershop, they have been there as support, as strength, and I appreciate them for it. So thank all of you. All right. That being said, listen, help us share the stream out. Let me get my thing. Help us get the word out. Call a friend, call a neighbor, call a frenemy. Whoever you got to call, let them know that Barbershop Talk is back. Boy, listen, I was in mourning and grieving, and in the midst of that, boy, some things happened in the news. Boy, I wanted to come on so bad. I said, there's a lot of things. I would say this would be for me. It would have been a good way to kind of redirect.
We save it though. We got them all.
Yeah,
we got it all.
I even remember now, you know, because I was looking forward to coming because I think it would have been a good way for me to kind of disconnect and kind of, but then somebody would have come and give condolences or something, and then I would have crashed.
Right.
So,
right. That's what a senior member of the group.
Right.
They told me. They said, you know, y'all was gonna push forward, but don't
do that.
No, don't do that. So they yelling at me.
And then I get some brethren here who done been down this road.
Right. Correct.
I get quite a few brethren here that have been on that road to say, "Buddy, listen to me. Listen to us.
Right.
Let us be your senior man on this.
Right.
Don't fool with that."
And I was one of them.
I tell you, I some city man here.
No.
Who done walk down this road before? I said, buddy,
don't do that.
you. It sound good.
Yeah.
It sound noble.
Yeah.
But you stay home.
Yeah, don't do that. Because you only get bad.
You know what the hardest part of this thing is? Like, you know, you accept the reality. God, I trust you. You do all things well. She's a woman of God, live her life serving people. You all had a chance to meet an amazing woman, one of the greatest women ever walked the planet. I think the greatest. And so you're good. You accept that. God, your will be done. Somebody call, oh boy, I'm praying for you, Jesus Christ. So you see them, you're gone again.
Right.
And then you catch yourself, so you know what, I got it.
Right.
I good to go.
Right.
Someone else come back again.
Then they tell you a story, but you didn't know.
Lord, I was like, you know what, I would turn my phone off. I would turn everything off. And if I could disconnect from these people, I'll be all right. And they mean well. You know they mean well, and they mourn and they grieve it too. But boy, every time the phone ring, I was like, oh man. That day, by them 2 days by the house, people coming in there, they coming in crying.
Your fridge still full?
No, we all right.
You all right?
We all right.
Yeah.
And then you know you got to realize now she has 2 sons that are pastors.
Wow.
My mother has 2 sons that are pastors. We did something at the funeral, at the memorial that we did, and we intentionally did it. We all wore clergy.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw that.
And the reason we did that was to make the statement. This is what this woman produced.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, the 4 of us.
The 4
of us were in clergy.
Right.
Yeah.
Because the 4 of us are ministers.
Right.
2 pastors and 2 ministers.
Yeah.
And so that says a lot, because, you know, I hate to say it like this, but, you know, the regulars get things.
Yeah, tanks.
But then, you know, if pastor, come on, man,
Right.
you know, trays, pans and rice and macaroni. Come on, man. You know, so I was trying, what I did do during that time, I did get a few days in the gym.
Okay.
And that was necessary for me as well. But I took a week off the gym because I knew once I got into the gym, here we go again.
Right.
Boy, Pastor, we here. I said, oh, Lord God, man. So, but I still end up going there because I had to go. I was eating too much.
Right.
I said, you know what? I have to deal with this. I got to go to the gym because this could be a problem.
The funny part about it is this an experience of that course make you realize everyone can't make macaroni. No, we like one night we literally had a 45-minute conversation.
To realize everybody got to make macaroni.
Everybody got to make macaroni.
But listen to me, because the people that were cooking most of the food are watching the show. We had the best macaroni, the best rice, the best chicken, the best food ever. I ain't no fool.
You no food.
No, boy, we had amazing food.
Everybody got to cook macaroni. Y'all know we all are.
No, we had some good food though. We had some good food. They took great care of us, and people are still checking in now. Y'all need anything? Everything going well? It's.
But I think that's where the pasta kick in.
Oh yeah.
Because some people they don't stop, but
but see, by that Monday's cutoff day.
Right.
Cutoff day. You get that courtesy. You know, you okay? All right. I can call you. I can keep you in my thoughts. And then that's that.
But we out here.
Yeah, we out here. Just the 2 weeks I don't do my thing now. It's over.
Yeah, man. But anyway, and I'll say this, man, with my brothers, man, it's been an amazing time. Just with them and we were always close, but I think now, I mean, inseparable is an understatement.
Right.
Because of all that has happened. And I'm sure it's the same thing with you guys.
Absolutely.
You know, because boy, you hear this, but you realize it. At the end of the day, you fight, you punch, you grab, but ain't nothing like family, boy.
Nothing like it.
Don't get in that. Don't get in the midst of family.
Domestic.
Yeah.
Don't get domestic disputes. Domestic. Get nothing.
So, anyway, all right. So, boys, a lot of things are going down. I can let y'all call the topics and we go from there. We can start the day, or we can go back and then come forward.
We can go back, but let's put out some apologies first.
Go ahead.
And let's give kudos to kudos.
Right.
Let's give you a kudo because you were one of those who was saying there's no way election coming around the corner.
I did say that.
You said that publicly.
Sir. Right.
So I apologize.
So me and Boss have to apologize.
I accept your apology.
Right.
Because I won't gloat a little bit, but I'll gloat over time.
Right. Because as soon as the Prime Minister said about the emergency orders in November, all I said to myself, I said, oh boy, Obasan. So I said, when I see him, it'll be bad. I said, but I can hit him before he hit me.
I was waiting. I was going to build up to it.
Yeah. No.
You got me off guard. I wasn't ready.
No, because I had to hit you before you hit me. So I apologize to the come back. You go and come back.
How did y'all feel about, you know, that sometime back when there was all this is a blur to me, so I can't give you no timelines. But when there was the address by Renwood Wells, Honorable Renwood Wells, Minister of Health, and then followed by the Prime Minister like a week or so later. How did you all feel about that? Because someone said this to me. They said, so that order by whatever, all the things that Renwood Wells said, they said, man, I ain't official, man. I ain't come from the competent authority.
It didn't sound like it. It sounded like it was, it
sounded about suggested.
It sounded like it was suggestions. Like, I made it like, it'll be good if we do these things. But even
But he's the managing director.
Yeah, but he's still
use your mic.
is he?
He's still in the final say though.
Is he the managing director? No, we don't really know who the managing director is.
But Pete, even if he is the managing director,
He in charge of health, but we don't know if he's the managing director.
So he's not the managing director. Is he in charge of health?
Have you seen the day-to-day operational flow chart of the competent authority?
But I thought if you put in charge of an area, you were supposed to address certain things such an area.
In a normal circumstances, but again,
being in a normal.
we're in a normal. Okay, so in your business, in every other business, there's a flow chart. The flow chart say this person is responsible for that, that person is responsible for that. What we have been told in the nation is that the competent authority in charge. We know who the head of the competent authority is.
Right.
We don't know nothing else about the competent authority. Seriously, we don't know nothing else about it. Other than there's this group, they're the competent authority. We basically know the members of the competent authority,
Right.
but we don't know the flow chart. So we don't know.
Okay.
Right.
So you're saying everything's go past them to go to the top?
Well,
It could.
this the first time for me was the first time that anyone beside the Prime Minister made an announcement,
Yeah.
and I don't recall either if orders came out
And they didn't.
after
No.
the
No,
the
they
Minister of
didn't.
Health.
That's like they
So
didn't.
I was kind of confused when they
Right.
said that's the one where the church is supposed to cut to an hour.
Right.
And I was waiting to see the documentation on that so we
Yeah.
can.
You ever saw it?
No, but
Okay.
then again, I say because I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah. No, I didn't see it. It looked suggestive to me, which is why there was a level of defiance. I will defy something to do if you come and tell me to do something and there's no legal framework behind it.
It's not mandatory.
How did y'all feel about that? Because I mean, based on that set of orders, if I remember correctly, the only institution that was adversely affected was the church.
How did I feel about it?
Yeah, how y'all feel as
I
non?
laughed. I was home laughing.
Who were you laughing at, man?
I laughed at the church.
The church?
Absolutely.
Come on, man. Why you laughing at the church?
Because it's so funny. Because y'all have played nice for so long. And y'all had to get whapped. It was only about a time before y'all time was coming. And they came for y'all. And then when they came for y'all, they realized that we really can't come for them like how he's come for everybody else. So let me try ask y'all to play nice. And most of the ministers so far have decided to play nice. But there's a couple of ministers that there say they ain't playing nice. They will do what they feel like doing, and there's nothing you can do about it.
So playing nice is having the hour service.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because that was my issue with that. Okay, I understand the 33%. You say only 33%.
But that's
What is 33%?
that's been out there though.
Yeah, but I mean,
That ain't new.
30%,
Okay.
33% of what? My
your full capacity, eh?
what is my full capacity?
You should know that.
Who
You
should-
should know that.
So you leave me to determine what's my full
That's what
capacity?
he said. Who should know that?
Oh,
Because you could come in at any given Sunday, right?
Well, whatever it is.
And I could say, this is my 33%.
No, now let me clear that up because I may or may not have been a part of the conversation concerning the percentages. May or may not.
Okay.
But what I may or may not understand is the fact that it's based on the square footage of the building.
Okay.
no.
Okay.
It's
That's-
based on
that's very
It's based on the square
I
footage
wish
of the
they
building.
would. I wish they would say that.
Well, that conversation was had again, as if I remember correctly, was had back in last year when that Christian Council document was put out.
Okay. An actual document.
An actual document was put out that I may or may not have
Right.
information concerning.
Right. All right. Okay.
All right.
But it's good to know a document.
So that 33% would mean that's 6 feet apart.
Yes.
But they would assume to be 6 feet apart. I only asked it.
No.
There was a calculation done.
Okay.
Right.
I was waiting at that part.
There was a calculation done, as I am advised. And this calculation was done using what is the standard square footage that an individual would take up. That calculation then was then increased. That number was increased and multiplied by 3. In some instances by 4.
Okay.
So as to increase the square footage allotted an individual.
Okay.
Thereby then determining then based on the square footage, here is what we want to do. 33% of your square footage capacity. So if we do your building up, and let's just throw it there, the square footage per person would have been 15 square feet per person under normal circumstances.
Right.
What this says is that no, we want you to give 60 feet per person.
Okay.
Under this COVID kind of calculation. So that just to make a little more sense, if you have a building that is what's 60 times, let's say you have a building that's 360 square feet. That's right. No, 3,600 square feet. You divide that by 60.
Can I ask you a question?
And then that's your capacity.
That's still tricky.
I actually don't want to ask you all this question, but I want to ask this question because I wanted my MD to ask
You would have more stage and
No, watch this.
Well, that's when you go, because if you get that big, if your stage is half of your building,
Right.
and you put 60 in there, now we have a problem.
Right. But watch this. How the ventilation, let's just go. How the ventilation is. Let's be talking about all churches. How the ventilation. Because ventilation is the most important part. And I'll tell you why.
That has not been, see, the problem is that you have to tell me why.
Right. Why
That's a problem.
Why ventilation?
No.
Right.
The problem is you have to tell me why.
Right.
That has not been a part of the conversation.
Right.
As it should.
Right.
The conversation of ventilation.
Ventilation.
That's the point I'm making. So whatever you say right now, people can be like, oh, that makes sense. And that should have been loud.
Right. Long time.
For the last year and change.
Because watch this. This is what I'll give you. We cut the reserves down to 33%. So let's say your church, you're at 33, right? My church, we at 100, right? But I have 100 people, no COVID in the church. No person have COVID. We don't do mass testing. I straight. You got 33%. So right now I breaking the law, the quote unquote law. You abide by the law with your 33%. You get 6 members in there with COVID. At 33%, asymptomatic. I had 100%, max capacity. We in there like sardine.
But you all COVID
But
free.
I ain't got no COVID in the building. What's the difference?
I don't know.
Oh, okay, all right then. If you figure it out, you let me know. We you mitigating, you reducing the numbers, right? Based upon the assumption, and this is the only way where it makes sense. And y'all correct if I'm wrong. You mitigating the numbers based upon the assumption that the people in the building have COVID. Think about it. The reason why, so they trying to say, okay, all y'all have COVID, but it's harder to spread that if it's at 33%.
Right.
So I basing that on the assumption that all y'all have COVID.
Or if someone in there have COVID,
Or someone in there,
only 33% could
right.
intentionally, potentially get affected.
Right.
Well, no, what we're saying is that, but the 33%, if somebody has COVID, the droplets won't get to anybody.
To get to anybody.
Or it wouldn't be that much people infected because it ain't a full house.
It shouldn't be nobody affected.
Shouldn't be no
Based
affected.
on the science,
Based upon the
it
science.
shouldn't be nobody affected. Because if there's
we'll
enough,
be 6 feet apart.
that droplet can only, they should only travel 3
to 4 feet.
3 to 4 feet.
So now,
So
the only way you can catch COVID is through the droplets.
that was always the case.
That was always the case.
That ain't never changed.
Interesting.
That ain't never changed.
And you know why?
So everybody who get COVID get it because somebody put a droplet in their face. There's no surface, or they put their hand in their face, or
Well, it could have been, a droplet could be on the surface.
The safest thing was, but this is the thing. The safest thing don't last. They said that they came out with that about 3 or 4 months in.
Yeah.
Yeah, the safest is not an issue.
So what you're saying is most people who get COVID is through
Yes.
cat period.
Yes, it is.
That's what the science says.
That's the science said. Which is why they tell you.
Now, if we're at the food store now, even though on service don't last long, if you was at the fruits with COVID, and I told them, I said, but you're not blessed we is, because the darkness is still happening in the food store. I don't understand. I don't understand. People still feeling up my apples, them. You still feeling up my broccoli.
You through the aisle.
You feeling up stuff.
You pick up the can, you decide, you pick up the can. And not only that, so you in the aisle, you use the grocery card, right? You use the grocery. Then you realize, I don't need this grocery card.
You just leave it there.
You just leave it there. and you walk to the counter.
And so when when the next person come and they all out of grocery carts, they walk through the aisle.
Right.
So now you went to the front where they have hand sanitizer
Where
to
do
wipe it down.
Where do they put their hands immediately after they touch that?
Right there.
Somewhere around the face, around the neck, and they get to your nostrils, and that's that. Which is why they tell you outdoor venues are the best venues. The beach is perhaps the safest. The beach is probably the safest place to be. Granted, mind you, they was telling us at the start to go to the beach.
I still ain't sure about that.
Okay.
Because if I'm outdoor to a table, and most outdoor tables smaller than this table, and we can sit at the table and we ain't 6 feet.
The air.
Yeah, but we ain't spitting up, we spitting cross.
It don't matter. The air circulating all around you.
Yeah, but I spitting cross.
It's least. Why are you spitting on them?
Right.
It's least likely.
But some people spitting, don't even know. They're talking loud.
Look at it. Listen to me. The most important thing. Remember, I sent you the chart. I know I sent you about the activities which were most effective and least effective. Right. I told you, well, they were thinking. Barbershops or whatever was some of the most dangerous places. When in reality, depending on the space, and it maybe wasn't some of the most dangerous places. Some of the most dangerous places, again, is actually the food store. Food store is contagion. That's number one. You go to the food store, you risk in your life.
Yeah.
And them jam spaces.
It's the same thing in the bank, though.
That's even worse. And guys said you actually nail it at the bank, maybe the worst.
Why though?
Because listen, no many people work in the bank. We ain't talking about people going in the bank.
Are you talking about people that
think about people who work in the bank, and then think about how many people come in the bank that be on the line in the bank.
Touching money, touching papers.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Limited air circulation, the air quality, and it's that way.
Because most banks small.
Yeah, I mean, we have done, and some churches have gone to the extent of putting some purification systems in the AC units. We have done that in our church, and I know of some others who have done that. Not just to ensure that you have the returns for air circulation, but you're pushing out some quality air, some good clean air. We have devices on our systems to kind of purify the air as much as possible. But this COVID. This thing is a beast, though. It's a beast from the standpoint of I didn't have persons who are known to me. I remember in the first going out, wife negative, husband positive and sick. Wife caring for husband, hands on. And he said, I ain't wearing no glove or nothing like that. I had to get my husband. I ain't time for all that. I had to get my husband. I ain't my husband dead. She got tested the whole way through. No COVID for her, but COVID for him. This thing is, is when I hear people trying to make it an exact science, I smile. I say, this is not an exact science.
You're picking with one.
It's not an exact science, man. It's how it's functional, how it's operating. This don't fit no curve to me. Based on what I see, this don't fit no curve. And we're glad of what we're seeing with the vaccines. I mean, persons are getting vaccinated and based on they're doing a whole lot better. But I here's a challenge that I have. I wonder if this vaccine conversation gave a false sense of security, such that people started relaxing.
Kind of a little bit.
It did, but it also didn't. We were having this conversation off air.
Right.
What I need to tap the PM on his hands for is I give you a clap when I think you do something good.
Right.
And I can tap you when I do something bad. You've made it a debate about vaccinated, unvaccinated persons. And that conversation need to be had. But there's some vaccinated persons that are conducting themselves appropriately when they go out. There are some unvaccinated persons that are also conducting themselves appropriately when they go out. There are some vaccinated people that are not conducting themselves when they go out, and they're unvaccinated. And those are the people we need to talk to. Forget the you vaccinated, you're vaccinated.
Right.
Let's talk about your conduct, your personal conduct,
right,
when you gather in groups, because that is the issue.
Right.
That is the issue, and we keep dancing around that.
I in a vacuum, and I was talking to somebody in healthcare this just Sunday actually, and she was saying, Dan said, your problem is that you only move in certain circles.
Yeah.
She said, there's some people out there loving themselves.
I'm telling you.
But I just find it hard to believe.
Loving.
loving.
I find that hard to believe,
All right.
man. And they said to
All
me,
right.
say, sir, you are delusional.
Yeah, I know some area where people
They
go
said there's some
and they can love
people
themselves.
who are loving up themselves.
Yeah,
Fantastic time. It's 2019.
But you've been on one of those trips, Barca. Just that yours was governed.
The way it was supposed to be.
See, we've all been on one of those trips.
But
One of those trips
we
is
knew,
where people just go every Sunday, and it's a massive crowd.
and even though we know one another, almost live together, even on our trip, there was certain things we wasn't doing.
That's what I'm trying to show you.
But
But
because
them other
But
people,
you said other people who don't even know who they gave it
they crowded on them
and loving up themselves.
and they loving themselves.
Loving themselves.
I know Tito. I know this one, but hey, a little too close here.
And
Let's
guess
just
what? And let me tell you what you do. Tito conducting himself the way he's supposed to do.
Right.
Doing all the right things.
Right.
This vaccinated status or not vaccinated is irrelevant. He show up to work Monday with his mask on, this, performing. Me, you just fit on the weekend, partying.
Loving
have a
yourself.
Fantastic time. I show up. Tito let he guy down with me in the back of the coffee room
because I know.
That's my boy.
Yeah.
Whereas now Tito go home with it. And by the way, Tito asymptomatic. Tito still asymptomatic.
Right.
Tito goes home, there's wife and kids, all of them asymptomatic.
Right.
Then they go in their small circle, to the other side of the family, who just happen to not be asymptomatic.
And bing.
And bing. That's how it goes. I personally believe community spread is the result of jobs, like people in the workplace. Being slack when they go workers.
Yeah, we open
Is
the door.
it also that we tested model? Let me get some comments online.
I think so too.
Let me get some comments here. Anva coming for Peter again. You know, and we really get Anva on.
Yeah, at some point.
We ain't doing Anva right.
At some point.
My stuff ain't coming on screen. They coming on?
Yeah.
Okay, there it is. All right. So Anva say, Peter, come on. Alicia Rose says, good evening.
Good evening.
Antoine Hill, he just left. He was from California. He was here. He came in for the homegoing celebration. He
Hey,
just left.
Mr. Hill.
He's heading back to California. Anva, that's not completely true. They did find that the virus is capable of being suspended in the air for a little while.
Fake news. Go to. Yeah.
I think that was debunked.
That was debunked. So.
This is why I say. This is why I spray everything that comes into the house.
I agree with you with that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's wash it down.
Currency is the most most dirty. I guess the most dirty thing.
That is also factual.
It is an exact science. We just don't know the full extent of the science. I disagree.
I disagree with that.
I totally disagree.
I totally with that.
It's not exact science.
They guess it.
They
guess. No, they guess it.
Crown Lux say. I guess they agree. Crown Lux agreeing. The people having a fantastic time.
Oh, fantastic.
Good evening. Cell phones are spreading the virus.
You mean touching the phones?
I don't know what they mean by that. I don't know. I ain't sure.
Because I had heard something with 5G and thing. I wonder.
No, I mean,
I don't know if they mean the 5G thing or they mean.
Because I had heard that.
Let me tell you, I've been somewhere today and I heard the person sniffling, even though they had their mask on, right? But she was touching stuff and I was touching stuff. But I keep picking up my phone. Now I touch one or two items that she touched.
You saying so?
But then I quickly pick up my phone to quickly answer it.
Now, if that's what she means, she's dead. I thought about it.
She accurate with that.
Because we sanitize for face, but we don't sanitize for
So let me tell
phone.
you what I do. Let me tell you what I do.
Yeah.
Every time I touch what she touched,
Yeah.
she and the boy notice I do it. I keep sanitizing my hand.
Yeah.
And then when I was done with everything, I sanitized my phone.
Yeah,
Because I realized that I touched the same pen she touched.
Yeah.
And she touched one box what I touched.
Yeah.
I say, you know what?
Yeah.
I touching the machine, she touched it, and she's sniffling on this mark.
Yeah. Because you know what's going on.
And I getting ready to travel.
Yeah.
And I can't
You don't need a brother.
So I need to steam tomorrow
Yeah.
before I go
No, you didn't
with
steam.
my own device.
No, but you know what you need to also do? Remember them, you know the nasal experiments spray.
No. I have something better. They say steaming is the best thing. So I will go tomorrow morning and steam myself.
Okay,
And I'll
absolutely.
steam again.
So what that steaming gonna do?
They say steaming.
Who's
they
this
say-
day? Y'all like this day?
Yeah, they.
So I did some. So the study online
One
says
second.
COVID.
This ain't nothing from Facebook.
No, they say COVID is living in the back of the throat. When it go in the back of the nostril. In the
He's
back
saying
of
he
the
about to heal the world from COVID.
No.
Saying he about to heal
But
the
they
world
saying-
from COVID
no,
right
but
now.
they saying steaming and sunlight is the best thing. So when you take in steam, it can't sit because they say it sits in the back
Sound
of the
like
throat
President Trump
and
or
then it
something.
travels down to the lungs. See, most people don't go down to the lungs, you know. It's sitting in the back here, so they don't get it bad. It's when it go to the lungs, it infect you, and now you have a breathing problem.
Boy, you actually right with that.
So if it's sitting in the back here and you steam a lot, you would kill it before it go down.
So you really just checking out for this one guy, this one person that you met yesterday. You want to make sure you get them.
But also, if you notice, see a lot of people who ain't getting sick, we drink coffee and tea.
Well,
Right.
we study.
And so,
I mean,
coffee and
studying.
tea-
No, I impressed you. I quiet. I quiet, man. My boy
Coffee
just
and
doing the
tea.
homework.
Coffee and tea is very hot, so it kills bacteria in the back of the throat.
Right.
Okay.
So that's why Daddy's straight. That's why Fun's straight. Fun's
Yeah.
straight, but 7 cup of coffee a day,
Yeah.
a tea a day.
Gargle with Listerine. You can kill a lot of it.
I also
Listerine. When you gargle,
the
it
Mucinex,
goes-
the Mucinex spray in your nose. I also
That
give
is,
that.
that
to
is
them.
also good as well.
Yes, I use that every day.
Mucinex spray in your nose.
In your nose, in your
It
nostrils.
clears up
It
stuff.
clears your nostrils. Sir.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all got some time.
Well, I was introduced to something else from my older brother. Is it eucalyptus oil?
But that sounds like something I can
That I've been doing. I say whatever, give me this bottle. So we anyway I talk about that later.
We talk about that.
But watch what it does. It drains it
That's what it
before
does.
and it kills it
That's what it
before it
does.
even sets up.
Yeah.
All right, Kenneth Dubois. Now I think we are conscious with food, but we ain't conscious with cell phones.
Oh, these
Oh.
are so dangerous.
Right. So we sanitize before we do something, but not that. Let me see what Ken said. Ken saying PM said each person who vaccinated convinced 2 people, but I only being told they want to travel for free.
What do you mean travel for free?
Well, I guess they want
They didn't want to pay the, I guess, the health visa, or they didn't want to pay. Because don't forget now, when you had to travel to these islands, you had to do the PCR or the antigen. But I think when you first got vaccinated, you didn't need them no more. Eh?
Okay.
So you didn't have to pay for, in the beginning, you really didn't have to pay for another test.
Okay.
I think that's what Ken mean. I think Ken mean invited people who want to travel, and so they ain't trying to convince you to get vaccinated. They just telling you how much they want to travel. I believe what Ken said. Ken clarify his statement so I can know exactly what you said.
Because in the beginning I told you that's one of the main reasons I want to get vaccinated.
To travel.
Oh yeah, I needed to get the 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven.
Slush, man.
I ain't gonna lie, a lot of people traveling. There are some going to school and taking their kids to school, but there are some people who are going on vacation.
Let me tell you all the
But
truth.
let me say something before you tell us the truth.
Yeah.
I dropped a personal friend of mine to the airport today.
Right.
Now, a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, I was told that the church need to be out of there
Right.
in 1 hour.
Right.
I dropped this brother to the airport today.
Right.
Mm.
An hour and 18 minutes later,
Yeah.
You still in the same spot?
he was still 18 people from the counter.
Yeah. COVID.
He video called me and showed me the airport with him standing up on this line
With all the people in the airport.
with all these people in the airport.
Okay.
Now, I am wondering, what are we doing to make sure they only stand in line for an hour?
No, they COVID. They just get. That's part of the truth I'm going to tell you. And we need to talk about the economic situation.
Because everybody talking.
We booming at the back end.
Oh, we smoking on.
Basically,
Smoking on.
going to Florida is the equivalent of you could take COVID and put it in your bathtub. Just put it in your bathtub,
And dive in.
and if you just dive in, because that's what Florida is, just dive into COVID.
I advise everyone who traveling, if you know you took your pre-test to go away, don't even wait. As soon as you get off the plane,
As soon as you touch down,
Don't wait.
as soon as you touch down in Florida, you just coming back that next day, go run.
run.
Because more than likely you bring a COVID back home.
Don't wait.
Florida full of COVID.
Listen to me. If you all see me
You see the
call you
cases
on,
they get?
Florida, you want to tell
listen to me.
you?
If I call you on, I
Florida
call you on
is
crying.
full-
You know, to be stuck in the States for 2 weeks?
Florida, I know.
I can't move?
I talk to you all of it. I know someone who's stuck there, who got there, stuck there right
How you
now.
supposed to make it?
They suffering.
How?
They suffering.
Man, y'all leave me to rob and rape and
They
pillage.
suffering. And the thing
In the
is, the
streets
voice
of Miami.
in the them, they say they can't even send a GoFundMe page because they in the first part of the trip they was over there partying and said it. Just say, how do you go back to the
Tell them you
And
make a
tell them-
mistake. Or go sleep at somebody's house. Go on them Airbnb.
I have a family member very close to me. They gone away for 2 weeks. And I said to them, well, I'll see you in probably 6 weeks. He said, what happened? I said, well, you're going there for 2 weeks. You'll get COVID now.
Yeah, 2 weeks too
I
long.
said, you'll get COVID.
I listen. I watching this line heading to the U.S. and then these hot spots. And I saying to myself, but what I missing?
Yeah, no.
Someone called me today and said to me, say, but pastor, y'all need to be careful in church, but y'all need to be careful, man. This
Church?
thing spreading. Hold on, this is valid. We talking, you know.
Yeah.
This thing spreading, this thing getting around, you know. But anyway, man, listen, I jet and I had not mean to maybe Me and the old man. He old lady about 73, daddy about 80. So yeah, I taking them off weekend over to Florida.
Yeah.
Spend a couple of days because they say they're there for a little while.
Absolutely.
I say, hold on, bro, hold on.
So you telling me?
You threatening me, but church.
Right.
And you getting the bathtub.
You take
Bathtub.
you going to take a hot bath
Bathtub.
in COVID,
Bathtub.
and you talking people church?
Bathtub of COVID.
I don't understand this, man.
Fellow who washed the car, who oil on the car, and in the dealership,
He got it.
he got COVID. That fellow got COVID all over the seats, all over.
Now, I hope the still thing got to do.
That plane, that incubator, as I call it.
I asked-
That incubator is nothing but COVID.
I asked, but both of them, some brothers who travel, they blew me away. They travel. One traveled from Tennessee, the other one traveled from California to be here, and I was so blown away that they came to be with me and the family. So I said, man, talk to me, man, about traveling. You know that I said, like California. I said, good. You been in that tube for a little while.
Yeah.
I said, man, is your space out in there? He said, yeah, man. Said there was a chair handle between me and the person next to me.
Absolutely. Sorry.
We was in there 3 deep.
Sorry.
I don't get
I
that.
was
don't
like,
get that, though.
what?
Because they saying that's how Pete say with the church. If I at 100% capacity, every one of them supposed to be COVID free because in order to get on this flight, you have to be COVID free.
No, you don't. You have to be COVID free until your test.
Exactly.
And you're gonna pick up COVID after.
You have to be COVID
But
free
so
until
they
your
you're
test.
on the assumption that you are COVID
The only
free.
good thing about that tube, that incubator, as I call it, is the air up there, the air quality is filtered there. That's the only thing I got, friend.
That don't stop you.
But
from
you
getting
sitting
COVID.
right next to me, Peter.
No, but what I'm saying,
When I reach for my soda, you right there.
if the fella in the next aisle, you get COVID, you get COVID. Don't worry about it.
So you saying the best thing through the door is traveling trees. So when you sit in your row, everybody in your
No,
family.
you're traveling nines.
No, in 9.
You need people behind you and in front of
No,
you.
the best thing you do is
Yeah, but you still can be stuck,
The
though,
best thing you
because
do
the
is-
people who behind you,
you go to
the
back.
last set, they
double.
One sit in the front, one sit in the middle, one sit in the back. Someone got to make it.
We had a chatter.
Yeah, someone got to make it.
The best thing to do is for us a
Because
chatter.
if you go,
That's the best thing.
If you go in there in one row, right? You in one row, you in the window. Unless they pass to the next one, then pass get COVID. They only bounce it from passing straight to you. You all 6 through the aisle, all you all get COVID.
We had a chatter.
Well, you all going away?
Keep your mask on.
That's another thing. Keep your mask on.
Don't pull it down.
But that's another thing. Fellas should be in the plane when they reach up there. They will take their mask off. They
Oh, no.
They having a fantastic time up there. I tell you.
Oh boy, this is a big one, gentlemen. This is a big one. From Mary Lightburn Walker. What did she say?
Oh, absolutely.
She said, "You guys talking sense today. We ain't get this from Mary now in at least 20 months."
Listen.
Mary, we appreciate you.
Tito don't be in there. Parson don't be in there. Bros don't be in there. I step into a local watering hole. I can't tell you all where the place is. Because if I tell you all where it is, they need to get shut down.
But that's almost everyone.
Let me hear this watering hole because I hear some doctors want watering hole
Listen to
too.
me. This watering hole, but as big as this room. How much us in here now? 5?
It's too crowded now.
There's 4 and crowded in here. Tito, they had about 19 people in this
19
watering
people
hole.
can't fit in this.
Oh,
No, get it.
listen to me. I was told, and if they call me, that's the business. I ain't calling their name.
Yeah.
I was told that there's a watering hole in a particular area
Yeah,
that at around 9:30 they killed the lights.
absolutely.
Right next to this watering hole is a wonderful church with a wonderful parking lot. That you sure they have an all-night prayer meeting
And they are having,
because the cars park up in the churchyard.
they brand new.
And they are in this watering hole with the lights off till 4 o'clock in the morning. I said, no. I say, y'all lying to me.
Yes.
I say, y'all don't lie to me, man. So they pile up in there
and
till
guess
4 in the morning.
And guess what 5 o'clock is?
So you just get home. Or you wait till 5 for curfew to
You
break.
live in the curfew for the break.
So they drink all night,
All night now.
loving themselves.
You're having a fantastic time.
See, sometimes you shouldn't snitch. And there are sometimes some things got to get shut
Now,
down.
I haven't seen it. Let me say so. I don't know the police calling me. I haven't seen. I was told
Who you snitching?
about this place.
Who you snitching to?
I got some people.
You get some people? The people you snitching to right now.
No.
Oh, they.
No.
All right, then.
Just one particular guy. He different.
The guy you think will make that call, and the person will call him back and say you need to go back to your desk.
No, man, that guy I know. He
Hey,
comes to my church couple
they-
of
The
times.
guy you know, when he make that call, he say, yeah, we can deal with that. Because we right
Be
there.
right there. I asking you.
Chrissy says, "Hey, Chrissy, what's happening? Get this air from your girlfriend. Where you is now? Somebody asked me where you is. What state are you in? Don't give me your all. I don't need your social security number.
I don't want to put too much in.
Don't put too much information. What state you in? Somebody just asked me that recently. And of course, it's about to be philosophical. The conversation should not be vaccinated or unvaccinated. The science is the same. No matter what, you can contract this virus. The difference is that you have less of a chance of being hospitalized if you're vaccinated. We're well aware of that. Good information. I think the conversation should be whether we are healthy from the beginning. We see that a lot of death are folks that have existing conditions. Very, very valid point. And very, 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 very valid point. I agree with you 1,000,000,000% there.
I have to take you to task. You think at this point, 2 years, and many people know that? They know that. They don't care.
I was talking to our church on Sunday, and I spent quite a Monday, quite a bit of time talking about, man. Listen, man, you get your lungs moving, man.
Yeah.
Get some aerobic activity
Something
in. Take the stairs instead of the elevator. Start walking in the community. You get your body together, because we had a lot of sick people dying.
Listen, so we was golfing.
People ain't getting sick and dying. We get sick people who dying.
We were golfing on the weekend. 2 fellas unvaccinated.
You say you separate yourself from the crowd? Because I ain't never been golfing.
You never been golfing?
Been golfing?
Me?
Yeah. Yeah.
You all need to get out there.
Golfing is a different type of crew.
No, that ain't.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
I mean, you separate yourself from the crowd right now.
It used to be. It used to be.
Yeah, it used to be.
It used to be.
Plenty fellas out there
Plenty
now.
fellas out there.
No, it's the same crew. The difference is these new set would just come in. They trying to get on board. You know how you have the barbershop crew, and then you got some fellas who are trying to join the crew. That ain't our crew's still the same. We still got plenty of money. I just use an example. It's just a new crew trying to get in the circle.
Not this crew, I will tell you. There's some people that don't got plenty money now.
And some people flocking around niggas they're trying to get something.
All right.
But
No, but there's more. I see more fellas posting
who don't have no money?
who don't have no
You
money.
wanna know why?
No, and I
We try and get him out there next. So anyway,
They coming.
So we
coming.
sitting there. So 2 of the fellas who had vaccinated, the fella could tell me, and I had the boys allowing. The fella say, listen, I drink 4 to 7 days a week. I don't smoke. I eat Chinese, bamboo shack. What the places on Robinson Road with the building car and everything. You know,
Big boys.
Big boys.
Said the Billy Ghana, man.
Say big boys, right? Say, what COVID could do with me? Say, COVID could tear this body up and spit it out. He said, when I get it, I get it. I said, so you want to take the vaccine? He said, and this would make me laugh. I say, with all the foolishness I put in my body, to add more foolishness don't make no sense. Are you serious to that?
And that's the end of that.
And that's the end of the conversation. What you can tell a person like that?
nothing.
Let's move on.
But this he ain't got no mask on. Like everyone trying to. That's what I tell you. Everyone trying to socially distance to the thing. And he's sitting there, no mask.
He having a fantastic time.
Fantastic time.
But you know
Drinking
what?
and getting
I can
all
say
the-
this. I don't want to encourage that crew.
Yeah.
But most people I know who's drink,
Yeah.
they don't get sick. Now, some other stuff has killed them. But very seldom I see them got the flu
listen,
You guys in
and the
that gym- you
cold.
guys in that gym.
Listen, that gym dangerous.
Listen,
Thank God, gym.
and to your point,
And now
many
some other
people-
stuff has killed them.
Yeah. But not that.
But you think about them, your friends you know sick. I mean, who's drink? You see, ever see them get the cold, the
But
flu? or
I
they
will,
bust
the
their
only
down?
thing I will say,
But they livers go.
this fella that's sitting there, and this fella don't have a care.
I telling you,
the
no
fella,
care.
the fella say he drinking 4 days of the week.
There was an article there by the I think it was but I was told about it, I didn't read it, by the Rastafarians. One of the priests in the Rastafarian church, and the brother said,
Be careful.
hold on, the brother
Be
said,
careful now. You can say it. Be careful.
the brother said,
There we go.
go find somebody
I saw
in
the
my
same.
crew.
I saw the same article.
who got COVID.
I saw the same.
He said, I challenge you.
But they use that rationale for every disease.
Senior man say,
I do not.
we ain't get no vaccine. He saying, y'all come test us.
I get him on national radio. Watch this.
We
Have
ain't
you
got no
not-
COVID.
Have you not heard that rationale that particular
Senior
group?
man just say,
with every.
But they don't lie. But only one thing is killing them. It ain't lie. But only one thing
senior
is
man
killing them.
said,
What's going
Long cancer. Or whatever.
they can say they don't get lung cancer. Now you
They
think
say
they
no.
don't get lung
They say
cancer? No,
they say no.
They said
they
no.
tell you that they don't
tell
get
you
lung
that.
cancer.
When
You
they
know.
talk, when they in their group and they talking about the positive aspects
Right.
of smoking dope, they tell you all this stuff, the cancer,
They don't have none of
But
that.
however, though, I mean,
hypertension.
in addition to
stress.
them with the marijuana element of their living, their diet is very disciplined now.
It is.
Yeah.
They have a very clean diet.
And they don't be up underneath one another either.
And that is true too. So, but you look at their diet. What we eating is killing us. But we knew that before. They was killing us before COVID.
What we eating, and I will tell you,
before COVID reached.
The biggest problem is those watering holes that people don't want. They don't want to address that.
There was someone I spoke to, and I can't. I was advised by someone that the numbers that we were getting for COVID, numbers that we were being reported, the numbers are laughable.
Oh yeah, they joking, man.
So I thinking now, that was my response there too, right? But I thinking now, I saying the numbers higher than they really are. She says
higher.
No, Denzel. She said that there was one institution during this last surge, one institution that she's well aware of. And I said, I can't believe this. And this is hearsay. This barbershop talk, y'all, who don't know, is barbershop talk. And we talk, we here on the streets. That's what we do. They said to me that in one location, there were 300 positive cases in one day. From one facility.
Possible.
300 in one day.
Okay.
That is.
All right. This barbershop talk, so let's not
300 in one day?
So let's not be drunk.
One day.
So what they was doing, they was hugging and kissing, and they
watch this.
No, they come in for test. The people who were being tested.
When
you saying that facility would test?
Yeah.
When you
they had a bunch of fall.
No, Tito. When you go into the
old kid Gabula was
the hospital, right?
That kid was no good.
When you go into A&E, you have to get tested.
Sure.
Right? When you go to the hospital to do an elective surgery, you have to get tested. When you come back from away, you need to take a test, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you leave, you have to take a test.
Sure.
Where else you taking a test?
Peter, this is my problem.
No, don't skip this.
You taking a test if you check into the hotel or if you go in the restaurant with what's in the hotel.
Yeah,
okay.
So you're taking a test.
So you're taking a test if you go to a hotel.
And some employers are making their employees take tests.
Yes, twice a week, some of them.
Right. That's it.
And I believe it's adding to the numbers too. Now that them employees are asking those employees to take, and that's why we detected. We all know this. This isn't Denzel being smart. That the numbers were never the true representation of what was happening.
No, and it still isn't.
Because a lot of us wasn't getting tested.
We still aren't.
Yeah, a lot of people still ain't getting tested.
Right.
A lot of people just saying go in. If you need a test to go there, okay, I ain't going there.
Right.
So we still ain't doing the full amount that we should.
Let me know my problem is.
What your problem is?
If I have 400 kids, or I have 300 kids, and all them kids say the people positive, I gotta check my kids.
The kids ain't no good?
Man can't be no good, man. I can't have 300 in one shot.
Let me get some comments online.
The
we get some
whole
more.
bag again.
Why not?
We cracked that wrong.
Okay.
Someone say, it's Q Lee. Welcome. I've never seen this name before, so he's correct. Cecile Brown says, COVID-19, mark this room. Can we show that what she was saying there? I lost that comment from Anwar. Where's that? Where was that?
They are guessing because they don't know what exactly the virus is doing.
You don't talk about Dr. Fauci like
that. Kennedy was saying no other convincing reason for taking the shot. I thought so. What he says is that the only thing people say by taking the shot is they don't go away.
Well, that was my main.
That's why people travel.
That
was yours too.
No. From what I'm understanding, for certain people, it's almost hectic that they have to do. It is traveling, but not for what you call enjoyment.
Remember,
so one of my friends who I just cut today.
There ain't plenty people not, Tito.
I give you a good example. No, but I'm saying a lot of them have to go to the family islands because of their job.
Right.
And so not having the shot is almost inconvenience for them. They always have to do this test, and sometimes they got to pick up in the morning and go.
Nah, they still got to do it.
They still have tests.
They still have the test now?
Even though they take the shot?
Yes, sir.
I'm James.
That's hectic. I just ain't taking a shot now.
The test that they pay for, by the way.
Oh, you didn't realize you shouldn't take a test?
No, I thought once you get the shot, you could.
That was said at one point, and remember now, we had a show when I talked about that, and I said that was utter nonsense.
So Peter doesn't get stick for free?
No, Peter, if Peter contracts COVID based on the science.
They put water in your system. You don't
No, I straight. I get the Indian AstraZeneca. I straight.
He'll catch a little flu or something, a little cold, and he'll be good to go.
I don't even need that booster shot.
Listen to me. I don't know which shot is the right shot.
No, well,
I've been doing some. I've been hearing different reports.
Well, we don't want to say that on the. We don't want to say that on the radio because none of us are doctors.
Right. I don't even know what to believe is true because some doctors denying it, some accepting it. You have different reports from
The
different
majority.
people.
No, see,
What is true
no,
information?
The majority of doctors are advising, and this only. See, let's keep this rational. The majority of doctors are advising that in order to stave off hospitalization,
You need to get
major hospitalization, it is better for you to get the vaccine. That is it. That is all I'm willing to say publicly.
Yeah.
That's it.
But they ain't say much more public either.
Right.
Most of them, that's all they said. As
That's
far
all
as they
said.
go.
That's all they said. And that's all they should say. See, people have taken that and not carried to, oh, you ain't gonna never get COVID. But that ain't what the people say.
No.
The people say the major driving force.
You shouldn't be in the hospital when you take
right,
this.
and that's it. And
Not
that is,
saying you can't catch it.
and-
You could catch it,
and
but
by the way, as me and Pastor talked about from the beginning, that was mainly and majorly an economic reason. That's all this was ever about.
I did an off study, right?
You saw you be doing a lot of study.
I
recently.
just
You-
want to tell you that.
You be having a lot of free time. I even feel what's
This
going on in your life.
person said
Because you tell me you're
something
busy,
powerful,
but
Pastor.
you.
And I ain't gonna lie, this is the best example anybody could ever give.
Right,
She said everyone have an inner doctor, referring to your immune system.
right,
Everybody in a doctor different.
right,
All of us in here have a potential chance to catch cancer,
right.
but all of us have a different type of inner doctor.
That's good.
Our inner doctor might be more powerful than yours. So my inner doctor will be able to fight the disease better. Your inner doctor might be weaker. She said what we are doing is, because we're not taking care of our body the proper way, she said we are fooling around with our inner doctor. So every time we take pills, we assisting Peter, who could get strong to walk in his own, fooling with his inner doctor. So over the past years, we've been messing with our immune system that naturally break down or fight against disease. And so now we've been fooling around with it so much. Now when stuff roll up on us, we can't fight because Peter used to walk in with this ankle brace, knee strap around there, and a spark brace. So he can't function properly.
I give her that. But
So everybody in a doctor, we've been fooling around with our inner doctor.
the problem in her
Closer to the
theory,
mic, Peter.
the problem in her theory is there are people, and they have good reason to believe it, that this particular disease ain't nothing no inner
No,
doctor.
she said nothing. She said nothing but thing.
No, I'm just saying-
She just saying
No,
we
but
got to find a way to build our inner doctor back up properly.
The problem is, and she's right, and there's gonna come a time where antibodies in your body can eventually naturally fight this off. There's gonna become enough herd immunity in the world.
Surprised you say that, because she said you know what a lot of done over the years is take antibiotics.
Yeah, there's gonna be at
It's
some
different-
point.
it's different families of antibiotics.
It may be 2 years from now, it may be a year from now, maybe 6 months, it may be 6 to 8 months. There are going to be enough people who will have gotten affected that there's going to be a level of herd immunity in the world.
And that's what she's talking about.
That is going to happen, right? The issue is how much money the world is going to endure having to spend until then.
That's when we got to look to God and start to pray.
Well, the reality is,
You should have been doing that a long time, though.
Or you
If-
think people doing today? How
if
much of us take the shot and consult the God on that shot?
plenty?
You
A
think
lot.
many people do that?
Yes,
boy.
boy.
Man, plenty of people's watching TV.
No,
I can tell you a lot of them take
Tito.
that shot and they ain't pray about that.
Tito,
And I know they're not
Tito.
staying waiting for God.
I
So God
run-
answer you?
Tito,
What God
I-
told you? He said, Peter, take the shot.
Run to go take it. Run.
Did he say, Peter,
Run.
I asked you a question. You prayed about the shot.
Run.
And he said, Peter, take the shot.
He said, "You overweight, boy, with possible hypertension." Run to go take the shot.
You heard him clear.
Clear.
And you ran.
And I ran.
All right, man. Now, you speaking for yourself. You sure?
Actually,
You sure other people consulted?
Yeah, but
because
Tito,
other people,
so
they-
Tito.
other people. See, and this is the thing. Other people. There are some people we know. Me and you and I know who in a physically, maybe should sit back home, and I can understand why they'd say, "Well, yeah, I ain't sure if I taking the shot or not taking the shot," because physically I may be able to fight it. But there's some people, me and you know,
Peter,
they should have been the first
I got one
on
friend coming to shop. This guy literally was going insane. He talked about how he done gone to he went to 3 different pastors. He done gone to consulting friends. He didn't do research on all the shot.
Right.
Which one is the best one? This fella was going insane.
And what did he end up
He
doing?
ended up taking the shot.
Okay.
But I think he can so good. Listen, I had to tell. I said, listen to me. You driving me crazy. I didn't know when I can take the shot.
Right.
Or if not, I'm going to take the
don't
shot.
put no pressure
You put pressure on me.
Yeah, don't put no pressure.
Don't row with me in no conversation
Yeah, don't put no pressure.
about what shot is the right one, what
Don't
is
put no-
shot.
don't put no pressure.
Because you going and seeing,
Don't put
you
no
don't know what shot to take.
Right.
And he talking about how his wife going to counseling
Yeah,
and all
see,
that.
see,
yeah,
He's
but
scared
listen,
me.
See,
Yeah, but that's what we don't. And mind you, the Prime Minister said this several times in closed sessions that I had that he was in. I mean that he had that I was in. Sorry, and other people have been saying this. This when your mind and whole, your body is follow, you know.
Yeah.
When your mind isn't whole, your body would follow. And that's why whoever takes, whatever you do, especially if you take this vaccine or if you don't take it, really, both scenarios, you better be convicted in your mind. That's what you're doing.
I agree with you. Because
You better be convicted in your mind. Don't mind Tito that Tito he ain't sure he won't take, so you won't take it either. Don't mind Peter say Peter takes, so that's why I can take it. And then you and I are wondering, boy, I hope I don't have my legs start running backward and walking forward. I hope I don't have
But Pastor, I agree with you.
That is a critical component of it. You got to do it, and that's why I said some shows ago when Peter interrogated me that my job is to tell them, according to Romans, you better whatever's done outside of faith is sin. You follow your conviction.
Yeah.
You ain't putting that on me.
Yeah.
You go follow your conviction, because if you go listening to me, you take the vaccine and then you can walk straight backward. But when you walking forward, you fall down. You know, because I've seen people say they was vaccinated and they this and that.
But the only thing
the
only thing I didn't say when I interrogate you, because I did.
You did.
And I wish I had a member of political parties, because wives could get them too. Because me humans only, you know how we go, you know. We only listen to what the people tell us to do.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why I try and tell you. A lot of people only doing it because what they were told.
No, and
from the social media or from a friend.
But Tito, that's your own conviction. That's like Pastor say though.
Nah, my own conviction, because I got one fella today and he started pressuring me. I said, now let me tell you something. Not all y'all who take the shot talking the same way. Don't put that pressure on me. Oh, why you don't take the shot? I mean, I ain't ready yet.
See, I ain't doing that to people.
No, I ain't doing
I ain't ready yet. You need to take the shot. No.
So obviously all of us run in different. We got this circle. You run in a different circle.
Right.
So this circle here is more, to me, think about it. Yeah, you don't have to do it, but think about it. I go on next circle there. When they find out, what you doing?
Right.
What you doing?
They mad at you.
Hot. Oh yeah, that's what you can do.
Hot, master. What you doing?
That's what you can do.
What you
family? We had big family row over there.
Yeah.
Who's saying that? Why you took the vaccine?
Yeah, why did the vaccine?
Wow.
We had family row why take the vaccine. Then we had family row, you ain't take the vaccine.
You don't know, do you?
Let me and say, so guys, stay healthy, boost your immune system. I take an herbal immune booster of echinacea, astragalus, mushrooms, elderberry, zinc, and vitamin D.
And sir, where do you find all of that?
I was doing the elderberry and zinc, and I think I had something with all three of them in there. The last three.
Y'all got your own pharmacy. We don't find elderberry and zinc.
No, there's a product that you can get that has all of them in there. Yep, I'm here in Florida. We are definitely the epicenter of the COVID-19. It's crazy here. Crown Lux, boy, I tell you.
Just bad in alcohol.
Can't say, but we got travel insurance for people coming to the Bahamas.
Oh, absolutely. Not you, though, Ken. Not your type of people. You talk about the people who stay in them hotels.
Can't say he ain't traveling.
No, well, man.
Because he ain't getting no shot.
Well, the thing is, me interested in, they're interested in Ken anyway.
Why you opening Ken business out there in the public? You may not want anybody to know that.
Yeah, he taking a shot.
They're interested in Ken.
I with you, Ken. I ain't taking a shot either.
No, that's fine.
Mary's gonna call for you and Ken.
Listen to me.
Mary's gonna call in the show.
I have a saying, Pastor. I like to be I don't want to be in the middle, but I can't be in the front and I can't be in the back.
Nah, let me tell you the truth.
Well, that's what you in the middle.
Not necessarily. See, I don't like that middle talk.
Let me tell you.
So you closer to the end now.
I ain't sure.
Let me tell you.
I necessarily front.
Let me tell you and Ken the truth. Ken lucky, because Ken be fashion no call for him. Yours? You have to take your shot.
Ain't be long.
It ain't long now. You have to take it.
So
I'm gonna say, can you tell me which respiratory virus or illness that science have stopped? Any respiratory virus or illness that science has stopped? The cold, the flu. The fact is that this virus is here to stay. Just stay healthy.
I believe that part.
Mm-hmm.
I know what I can do for them. I can put the Band-Aid.
No, you can't do no Band-Aid.
I can do little Band-Aids. Oh, you just been get shot.
No, you can't do no Band-Aid.
Carlo, Curlew, Ramsey. Who's Curlew?
Oh no!
I know one thing. You supposed to be here.
No, but if you was interested in your seat, you'd have been here to defend it.
But what is Curlew do? I confused now. What's Curlew?
Sir, we explained that years ago.
I missed that.
No, sure.
Yeah, leave that alone.
Leave that alone.
The three different.
Leave that alone.
All right, I see again. Yeah. Behave.
Yeah.
Don't get comfortable in the mind here. Krishna says that would work for a relatively healthy society. We are one of the most unhealthiest countries in this region. That's strong, man. Krishna, man. Come on.
I ain't sure.
Boy, I almost want to lean on that. I lean in with Krishna.
Bro, I watch, these family gatherings that we had. and the persons that were preparing, they made sure they had everything. There was salads and vegetables. I was watching them. Please come into the kitchen, buddy.
Yeah.
Them salad things.
Oh, no, salad small
We
things.
have a big bowl of salad in the fridge, big so man.
Oh.
But boy, all that chicken and rice gone.
God has been good to us.
That macaroni gone.
But for a salad, like myself, I gotta be perfectly honest. If that salad ain't drenched,
Let me say this.
with salad dressing, I don't
This
want
might
it
not be
anyway.
fair.
Peter, I've watched you. I've watched you eat your dressing with salad.
Yeah.
No, see, Peter,
You don't eat salad.
salad.
Yeah, Peter don't eat salad with dressing.
Yeah, you
easy
eat
dressing with
salad.
salad.
If my salad ain't drenched with dressing, I don't want it.
So when we was trying to get he little more healthier,
Yeah.
right? So we making salad and meat.
Yeah.
She said, "Really, it make no sense. You eat that."
You might as well drink the dressing. You might as well drink the dressing.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah.
Tito Bell, stop that. You can't prove that. I know which one that was. Tito's being given a whole lot of health. This is here. He's becoming a health coach. Real talk, Tito. The people who drink don't really get sick with the cold or flu. It's that gin.
But I ain't endorsed gin, but I heard some good things.
Listen,
And
We are not endorsing gin, everybody. I'm making it clear.
I had some good
but
things.
people who do, they
did.
stand by
I
that.
did. A fella say 4 to 7
It's
days
the
a
same
week.
thing I spray on your head.
Yeah, gin. Gin.
It's the same thing.
They say you get toothache. Take that.
Peter, so gin on power salt water.
I said, son, look.
You don't salt water way up there.
Oh, salt water no numb nothing. That gym can numb that. That get there.
You know, they just, I mean, basically, anything you ever need to go to salt water.
Yeah.
Anything.
Gunshot wound. Gunshot wound. You get that salt water?
Yeah.
Salt water. Like a body
back.
thing, that can be, yeah, you can be good.
Now, I've been encouraging people who told me that they have COVID-19, they tested positive. I've been encouraging them, go get out there in the sun and go in salt water.
Yeah.
You know, I've been encouraging that.
Yeah.
Peter Jr. Wilson, he has a point. The diet is key. Look at what Dr. Sebi was saying. This was a guy who won his case in the U.S. courts by the medical establishment. He proved that his method cured disease and his method
I know that.
is diet-based.
I know the box story, but I don't endorse that message. Doctor,
You only on the,
no.
No, listen.
Dr.
We've
Sebi,
all been on a diet before. We all been training. We know for sure once you clean up your habit, a lot of stuff improves.
yeah, no, agree. But then the Dr. Sebi was way out there with some of the stuff he was into.
like real. Yeah.
Listen,
You
not
ever
really,
watch some of them
not
niggas?
really, no. But see, because we don't go in
Boy.
detail and stuff, we tell you. Because a
Tito,
lot of us believe in the
Tito,
bush, you know.
Tito,
A lot of us believe in the bush.
And I agree with you,
Yeah.
but you won't listen.
That's all. See, mommy been making
Hey,
mistakes.
that's fine.
That's fine.
Listen,
That we was
you watch some of
over
them. You watch some of them doctors.
Until you go into what he was into.
Yeah, boy, doctors. He was way out there.
I endorsing that. Sorry.
Anva says, y'all just like to look down on Rastas.
Come on, Ross is all right. They just like smoked dope.
Javon Butler, hey buddy, good to see you.
Oh, that's a good picture.
Javon says, the biggest super spreader is the passing of the chalice.
But knowing it.
Chalice. Oh, hold on now, buddy.
Hey, buddy, hold on now. Hold on.
Big statement.
Hold on now.
Everyone cannot afford solemn enlightenment and have to share the enlightenment with their brethren.
I know what that last.
Y'all
piece
didn't
coming.
understand what he's saying. Y'all thinking about the wrong chalice.
No, I think we're on the wrong chalice. Moving right along, Mr. Butler.
No, you don't understand what he's saying, but he might be right.
No, I
No,
understand.
I understand what you're saying. I mean, I lost,
So
and
if
Javon is my
if-
Javon is my schoolmate. Let me know what I missed.
So if I'm thinking correctly, he's saying those guys with a shell when they pass it.
Oh.
Now remember now, I get up in the morning, I don't even brush my teeth. I roll that joint, I lick it good, I put it in, then I put it and twist it real good. So we all on the block chilling. I smoke it, I pass it to you, you pull it. That wet on the lips.
You think that's what he meant?
Yeah.
I think that's what he meant.
The second statement, yeah.
That's what he
'Cause
meant.
The first statement.
He's
I-
talking
we
about
talk-
Rastafarian, isn't he?
Yeah, y'all thought he was talking about the cup
Yeah.
when it comes to.
Yeah.
No, he mean that.
Because
He
he's
mean
got-
passing the chalice when y'all.
He's going at the harder.
Yeah.
I was getting ready, boy. I was getting a community. Javon, clarify yourself. Soldier,
I
this is my
always
boy.
crack joke. I tell them, say, listen, if y'all can roll a joint for me, please use pump water.
Yeah.
I don't want you lick with your lip
No. But me,
and then twist.
See, you
And then then pass it, they put the whole joint in their mouth and they pull it.
Javon Butler
Read
says
it.
that's correct, Tito.
Thank you. Yeah.
Javon, I apologize. I was
Yeah.
coming to get you.
yeah,
I was coming after you. I talked about that chalice.
Yeah.
Listen, I spent a lot of time in the 305. If ain't nobody know that's Miami.
Yeah.
I've been around. I've been deep in the ghetto.
Yeah, no, that's COVID Central now.
Deep in the ghetto. And listen,
COVID.
passing a joint, I never gonna get it.
That's COVID number 1.
You can
Wow.
you can buy just fire and smoke in a joint.
Carlos saying a doctor.
They say instead of pork and beans now, it's pork and COVID.
Crazy.
Wow. Is the inner doctor saying not immune system? Is inner doctor Carlos? Let's let it go. Let it go. Stop trying to cause fight.
Yeah.
That's what we refer to it as.
Yeah.
He missing it.
He picking.
I don't really pick a fight. He
gentlemen-
don't want to pick no fight. Me with 3 different names.
Nigel Lewis, who is now our theme song. He's the writer of our theme song.
Yes.
So glad to have you. I'm listening, Nigel. Nigel said I took the vaccine and I am just fine.
Good for you, sir.
Glad to hear it, man. You and Peter on the same boat.
Really good.
I know you all did the same vaccine though.
Listen, I think y'all
'Cause
take water.
I just saw a video where you at, Nigel. They said they gave us AstraZeneca. They ain't taking it, but they gave it to us.
Yeah.
I saw that video. I said that's powerful.
Yeah, very powerful.
I have another problem with that.
That video is so
No, but it's
powerful.
different AstraZeneca. You know. I tell you, I have AstraZeneca, the Indian version.
I don't like their own either.
No, I'll talk to you about
Because you know I always have a problem.
They did an
with what's gonna be going on that.
Oxford study.
They always someone always do some
See
Oxford
this
study.
lady right here, Vox and Mars. She's a good woman, but she working one of them incubator.
Yeah, I'm doing the
Gotta be careful.
I'm doing the opposite. You doing Vox and Mars. I'm doing Jesus and
I
Mars.
spray for. She like be up there, way up there in the sky.
I'd
Jesus
crowd it.
And crowded. And crowded.
Krishna, we got you,
She's
boo.
a good boy.
I doing I doing
Chester
Jesus.
say, yeah, Bono Tito.
Oh, that's quite a suit Chester got on there.
But Chester ain't no joke, man.
Yeah, that's quite a
Chester
suit.
ain't no joke.
That's loud.
Chester, that's Bobo Tito or that's Bono Tito? Which one is it? Bobo or Bono?
Supposed to be Bobo.
I think it's supposed to be
Yeah.
Bobo. Tito, no one passes their stuff no more.
Yeah.
Everyone has their own joint.
Yeah.
All right.
I know where you was
See,
being.
you sign with the you sign. I almost say it. Let me start. Different crew, bro. Different crew.
Y'all like a dog out of a bad.
Different crew.
Can't say the worst thing that happened was opening for the Bahamas to be the place of entry for cruises.
Now, hold on.
And I so waiting on Minister
I ain't gonna
apologize.
deal with you, Ken.
You right though.
No, he ain't no right.
No,
He ain't no
apologize
right.
for what?
Apologize for what?
You ain't gotta apologize.
No, yeah, you need to. Ooh, no. Let me tell.
I mean, the Prime Minister don't have to
Let me
apologize.
tell Ken.
Now you say,
Let me tell Ken the truth. Okay, and I want Ken to understand this, because Ken is a good man, but Ken is work for his money. Okay, Ken is yours his hands to work for his money.
So what you saying?
What I try to tell Ken is the Prime Minister look at that kitty that asked for insurance, and he saw what me and you saw when we looked down at the kitty.
Well, I have a different problem with that kitty now.
Now hold on.
Because they been. Anyhow.
Hold on. When the Prime Minister opened up the kitty, the Prime Minister realized there's nothing in the kitty.
So I got to do something.
No, the Prime Minister, he did what he had to do. He
Yeah.
opened this town back up. If
Yeah.
we didn't open this town back up,
Yeah.
this could be in your house.
Yeah, look, listen, that's fine. But then
No,
you can't listen to me.
Right.
You can't go against what the facts may be. Because I believe we've been doing what we've been doing from day one.
Right.
We never stop partying. Those who's party, those who scored, they never stop doing what they're doing.
And that's why COVID
And
and that's why COVID
so
never stopped.
when it came through the gate, those people's doing what they doing. They only pick it up and carry it
We
around.
all want. See, that's the problem is we as Bahamians, and y'all know y'all like blame foreigners for all your problems.
Okay.
When it ain't the foreigner, it's the government.
Mhm.
So even with COVID,
So what you want me to blame?
Got to blame us.
Blame yourself.
Listen to
The
me.
people.
Now I have been
I-
hearing that over there in some of our tourist destinations, our tourist hotspots, not from the negative place, where the tourists be the hotels and whatnot. I hear some of them living their best life.
Hey, listen to me.
I was told by a personal friend of mine that ain't much mask wearing and whatnot going on.
But if COVID, if the tourists was passing COVID the way that your Bahamians claim that they was, places like Eleuthera and Exuma, they'd have to shut them islands down.
They ain't passing COVID, you know. I think you missing it.
No, I'm missing it.
They bring the COVID, they ain't pass it.
So they.
One person pick it up, they pass it.
Yeah, we go.
See, listen, understand what they're saying.
But there's another, but before you point out, Tito, but there's another study that came out that I heard recently. Well, I guess it's concerning the Delta variant, but that the viral load that is carried by vaccinated persons is still extremely high. So, some weeks back, Mary Walker was telling us that vaccinated persons, their viral load is low. So what they pass on would be some weaker version of the COVID-19.
Yeah, I saw that
Okay.
study.
That study came out, but now I'm hearing now that they are kind of recanting that, or they're debunking
Okay.
that with some other strains that are coming out.
They ain't-
So that then says that someone that's vaccinated,
Yeah.
if they live in their best life, and a lot of the hotel workers are now vaccinated, a whole lot of them,
Yeah.
because it was costing too much money for them to get tested every
Right.
week and 2 times a week.
Right.
So a lot of them are vaccinated. So there is and I'm not saying this is it.
No,
But I'm saying there is a possibility, a scenario where they are sharing some variant of the COVID-19 virus, and they going home because they have no symptoms. They have one little runny nose because they vaccinated.
Right. No,
but they carried it home to their cousin, to their Grammy, to their sister, to their brother, whatever the case is. That's a strong possibility.
I am fully willing to say that because of the economic factor and allowing tourists to come back to the country in the numbers that they have, right? That yes, it is a scientific fact. It has to be that they brought that some COVID coming into the country from tourists. I mean, that's obvious.
Right.
But what I don't want the Hammonds to try to do,
we ain't doing nothing. We innocent.
Is stop pretending, especially y'all who want to go to your watering hole with your cousin.
But they ain't never stop though.
No, and they ain't gonna never stop.
Exactly. So, like I said, they've been doing what they've been doing, but it hasn't been that heavy in the country.
But it's doors set, my friend.
It ain't been heavy, though, like Pastor say, because of testing. You wasn't really testing.
Yeah, I agree. It is very easy, especially on the family islands that is heavily with a tourist population. We know 2 or 3 family islands where if there was a serious outbreak,
yeah, they would have done.
You cannot hide it.
Especially,
let me ask you a question.
I believe especially Lutra.
I ain't gonna lie though. I think fear has something to do with a lot of these people moving on to the different life. Because I heard some people who had it, and like they said, it's just a runny nose, so they might not feel a little certain way. But I think when you go to the hospital and you start to panic and you see people who have it and they starting to breathe heavy, I think fear is a different level. Because like when the old man told me, they say he had COVID, right? And he had no symptoms, but they put him in a room. And he's in this room by himself for 2 weeks. You can imagine being in a room isolated by yourself for 2 weeks. You can hear yourself think. You know how much thoughts just go through your mind? You almost start to check up before anything can kick off.
Now, that element there is, I was telling someone, I said, listen, anyone who said they've lost a loved one, if you have not lost a loved one in COVID, you don't know the same. It's totally different. Mm-hmm. If you've never gone through having a loved one hospitalized and you can't see them.
You can't say no one gonna see him.
That's another word. That's another reality altogether. So people would say, boy, I know you feel, I know you feel. No, you really know how I feel. Because when you you have somebody in there and you couldn't go in. You video calling and hoping you get one video call, hoping you get connection, hoping you get good connection, good service. That's a totally different reality altogether. So that idea, and that's one of the things that Tito, we've been saying in our church, man, if we keep on, especially in church, promoting fear, which is what happened. Yeah. Someone got to speak like life and like you could, wait, all right, you may catch COVID, but you ain't get dead. Yeah. You need that needs to be somewhere in your mind, somewhere in your subconscious. All right, I'm doing my best. I'm wearing my mask. I may even get vaccinated. Correct. But listen, my mind got to be saying I can get through this. Correct. But this peddling of fear and pushing despair that has been happening, to me, that's been a major challenge that we've had in the last 18 months.
Pastor, how many people got poisoned by Barry?
Quite a few.
And Barry take you close to that door.
So I heard.
But in our minds, you don't die from getting poisoned from Barry. You have people who hair fell out, people who teeth fall out, they lose 40, 50 pounds. But Barry poisoning onto that. So when you go in and you get Barry poison, you be like, boy, you sick, I get fish poison. You won't start saying in your mind, I could die.
It's good.
But when you get COVID, because everybody been spreading fear, and you saying people been dying of COVID, the first thing you say, and you start to feel a short and be, oh, I can die. I can tell you what happened to me when I was young too. Me, my sister, and my other sibling, we went on the beach. I could have swim, Let me tell you what happened. They started to float out, and 2 of them started to drown. So we on Miami Beach, the lifeguards got to jump in the water. And I hear them in the back there, I hear them in the back there screaming and kicking. I say, oh, him second dead.
Right.
And the COVID grabbed me and he pushed me and he said, okay, you can swim.
I mean, the lifeguard got you.
The lifeguard grabbed me. He pushed me in the shore. He said, you can swim. Go ahead. Because I hear them in the back there panicking.
You can't swim.
All of a sudden, I can't swim.
Right.
Guess who started drowning though?
You.
I can swim though. Yeah. But fear kick in and fear grab a hold of me and listen to me.
Yeah.
I started the bubble.
So I can tell you a story. When COVID first happened, right?
You had COVID?
No.
You had COVID. Tell the truth, man. Free yourself, man, boss, man.
I had COVID.
Never had it. I know I had COVID.
But someone in our office had it.
When I thought I had COVID, when it was 2019, I think I was one of the first test cases.
Someone in our office had it.
Good, Burroughs, yeah.
They say, Burroughs, well, you had contact. You got to stay home for 2 weeks. That time I on the phone, Basta, I could feel all that.
Yeah.
You said come in.
I said, well, he's sick for true. He said, Jesus, I can't go in the house, Dasha knows. I get, and I get so he said, I say, boy, you know, you've been awake all day, nothing wrong with you. All of a sudden, you had a snooze now.
You started to feel like,
Yeah.
bro, I had early COVID, like second Monday, and Danny them had a dentist appointment. I go, you checking. It might be that night getting with Danny. But what happened is my AC wasn't working in the car. So, bro, so I go on in there and mother pull that thermometer and test me. That thing say beep, 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 beep. I say, hold on.
Yeah.
And I can lie for both there, man. Piece of fair grip. I say, hold on. I say, boom, count it again.
Yeah.
She say, Rev, go sit in the corner there and the air
And
conditioner a
then
little bit.
calm down. Yeah.
Yeah, calm down.
No.
I can come back.
See.
But that fair is a serious thing.
See,
Listen, that's a serious thing,
They
man.
told us, but COVID, we really started knowing but COVID, focusing in February 2020. But
That been here a long time.
I kept it but because in November 2019, I think I had COVID.
Yeah. And a co-worker.
You had a bad flu, man. You know,
No, boss.
That's what we call it. We call it a bad flu.
That was COVID.
That was COVID.
And a member of our barbershop community, his wife also had COVID.
So let me ask you a question.
Yes, we had the same thing, as I tell you.
Because they was down for the same 2 weeks.
Same
2
2
3
weeks.
weeks.
We
Yeah.
had COVID.
It just been around 6 months before we find out why our death numbers was so high and the hospitals that overrun.
Because you ain't focus on it. And you
No,
ain't,
there wasn't that. There's a couple people probably died around that. But again, it wasn't no.
It was no fair. It was no fair set around it. You can say it.
But not only that it died, but I mean, the person, their sugar was way up in the ceiling, their pressure was up in the ceiling. They had a flu and they passed. And
So
so,
COVID, they kill them.
Listen.
It's they.
The politics aspects of COVID also, you can't deny that. And the way COVID was handled by, see, whether you want to say it or not, the president of the United States, whether you want to admit it or not, is the president of the world. People don't want to pretend that he isn't, but he is. That sets the tone for the world.
And he downplay it.
If he had handled this the way it
Differently.
was supposed to have been handled, we all would have been better off. But when the fella tell you inject yourself with bleach and it could be sunlight, it could be gone in a couple of days.
I want to go back to that whole making us a port entry for cruises. I thought that was an amazing opportunity, but I think some things were just mishandled.
We had to take that money.
And how we didn't require testing, we didn't require
We couldn't retire
certain
testing,
things.
because if
You
they
know,
required testing,
then
they would have gone. They would have
yeah,
gone
they
with it was
would've
good.
gone someplace else.
yeah. So I think that's the mistake because I think it's a tremendous
You want your
opportunity.
cousin work? You want your cousin work or you whatever?
I see a point. And for say in New York City, so where he is legal.
Yeah.
And for do better. Rasta tell you a long time, Ganges, for the healing of the nation. God bless you. Zoltan, oh Lord, Christian and called Zoltan. Zoltan say the vaccine is not and was never intended to be a cure. It will greatly minimize hospitalization or severe illness or even death or should I say when you contracted the sickness. The fact of the matter is, if the population, it's long, but I'm jolted, that if the population took it early on, then there would have not been an opportunity for the illness to not only spread, but also mutate. And there is no telling how many more mutations exist or are to come. The greater point is you have a responsibility to not transmit to children, to family children, and I ain't sure I'll come after that. Because
The elderly.
I guess, and elderly. All right, let's go with that. Good point, my brother. Kenneth say the numbers brought it. I guess you tell me when they open up. Kenneth stay with that.
No, but that's because Ken no one talk to his friends who had the water and all. That's all right to get. See, Kenny had the water and all. But Ken no one talk to his cousins and them.
Who had the water and all?
Who he know to them places down south.
Turn the light off. Turn the light off late at night.
Where the capacity in the building is probably 7, and then there's 70 deep.
The rest of the world, remember those that are vaccinated are only immune, but it does not stop them from getting it. They're not immune. It just saves them from the hard hit. They can still pass it on and they are getting slack.
Miss Roll
Means letting their guard down.
Miss Roll just out of self.
I ain't too sure about the hard hit either.
Remember those. No, Miss Roll, you're supposed to say remember us, but you didn't say remember us.
So means she ain't one of them.
No, she ain't one of them.
Let me tell you why.
Can't say vaccinated people allowed to travel without testing, Bahamian or tourists.
Not no more, Ken.
No, they fix it now, Ken. They had it wrong at
Not
first.
no more.
And we said, but we didn't say it at first, but we said it here at Barbershop Talk that was foolishness.
That was foolishness. And stop trying to blame us, vaccinated people. Stop trying to blame us, Ken.
Let me say this again for those
Let me,
people.
they piled up. Let me get to them. Javon say, Kenneth, when your debt to GDP ratio is 100%, There's no choice but to reopen.
There's a matter of integrity, bro.
The country is broke and bills must be paid.
Must be
Further,
paid.
inter-island cruises are the new touristic model going forward. I totally agree with that. I like the inter-island cruises.
Right.
Mega resorts are the thing of the past.
That's not true.
I ain't sure about that one. Yoxman plus inter-island cruises plus Airbnb equals tourism 2020 and beyond.
Yes.
The back half is good.
But I don't think mega resorts can. I don't think they can
No,
be
but,
a thing
but
in the
it's
past.
showing you that is it. Remember when we was pre-barbershop talk, when we just used to be rowing at the barbershop?
Right.
Yeah.
Remember when we was rowing over Bahama and
Yes.
the fact that we didn't think this island could take it?
Yes.
What did we could take it?
Yes.
They prove us wrong.
They prove us wrong.
I remember one person used this language, said, all we have out there out west is a big figurine.
Figure it.
That language is used in the barbershop. Say y'all have a big figurine out there out west. That's all gonna be a big figurine.
Yeah.
Boy, that figurine smoking hot.
Yeah.
I just got.
I got
some
some members who can't come to church.
Yeah, Mr. Christie.
Hey.
Mr. Christie.
They can't come to church because they.
That figurine taking over the next figurine.
Mr. Christie. Mr. Christie should take a walk of pride.
Mr. Chris look like a champion.
No, you look like he's the smartest thing ever.
He look like a champion boy because that thing's smoking hot.
Smoking hot.
I really thought it was too much. I thought it was too much.
But
too.
it's 3 mega resorts. There's one we don't even talk about. One deep in the west.
In the southwest.
Southwest.
Oh,
But they booming.
No, they don't want y'all in their business.
No, but again,
They smoking hot though.
they smoking hot.
Yeah.
But they've been smoking all the while.
Not
But
as
that
hot.
ain't for y'all. That ain't for y'all.
But
That
not
ain't
even
none
us.
of y'all business.
But I want you to see that workforce is as big as that. The
Or,
workforce.
but I gonna tell you,
or
they
bigger.
Really?
yes,
Bigger.
Wow.
they smoking hot.
And
Wow.
then, union come, we.
Oh, no.
No, y'all in loud back here.
Don't get it.
No.
Yeah. I y'all think Margarita can do?
They can do okay.
They look like they're doing okay too.
That aren't they known for being party hotels?
They only hotel, and I agree with their model. They come in there to get the gas in on Friday, and by Sunday you get out
You
of
check out
there.
there.
You get out of there.
I ain't looking for that week long.
Yeah.
But it's still a party spot. though.
Yeah, you come in a party for 2 days and get out of here.
Yeah, you come here
But
for
then
the
that
weekend.
could cause a problem for us too. That party
Yeah,
spot.
that's one of the world's biggest watering hole.
But that's what it's about. That's what it's about.
That's what it's about.
Yeah.
Wow.
They were just partying. That's a party place.
So we could be in problems with them added to the mix.
Well, those who come in over to go to that spot can be in trouble.
But they really catering to the people they're looking out to, which is the cruise ship.
Yeah, who coming in?
Gotcha.
So when they come in, they go right back over.
Right
there.
back up.
Let
They
them-
ain't
let
really-
them
yeah.
But the hotel though, they play any playrooms.
They get a couple of them. I ain't know plenty. I look at the size of it. You can't have plenty with
But
that.
they ain't plenty.
That's
Okay,
square
gotcha, boy.
footage, yeah.
What Ken in your heart? Ken say, what were our numbers before they allowed
Oh,
them
come
in?
on,
Ken,
Ken.
Ken, Peter can't let you go.
Hey, Ken got the arm by here later.
No, I say yes, right? What making me laugh, right, is Ken know full well. And Ken know exactly what I talk about. Because I could call but 7 of them water all in the south. Ken know, and Ken work on about 4 or 5 of them. Ken know what the problem is. Because Ken wouldn't go in them place.
Christian says, I am 4 down in COVID death. PTSD, it is an extremely different experience of grief.
Wow.
Absolutely. It ain't easy.
Wow.
It ain't easy at all. Deaths in COVID is another reality altogether. Anybody who haven't experienced that?
I lose one again today.
And hospitalization in COVID, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
A cousin.
Alicia says, Bishop, you're so right with that. It's nerve-wracking. Absolutely. Here we go, Ken. The world have bills. They're already dictating, so bringing in the virus is not the answer.
That's what everyone else
Brackets, Javon Butler.
Everyone else bringing in the virus. You have the governor of Florida say. So we just got to deal with it. Just got to deal with it, buddy.
Bishop, you are so right about that. You are family hospitalized and you can't see them. That's nerve-wracking. Absolutely. Kenneth say, I party on Peter.
Hey, when last any y'all at hospital, bread?
Oh no, where you get that from?
Well, yeah, but I don't know about that. No, in Annapolis. In Annapolis.
COVID destroy hospital, bread.
No. I think they saw before COVID.
That not true.
I ain't actually. You. I know the fellows might listen to me.
We talk off now.
Okay.
I'm the bread man.
You log off now.
I must say, I think the mega resorts is for New Providence. It truly doesn't work on the outer islands.
No, but the outer islands don't want. Let me be right a minute.
They ain't want that. They ain't want that. I mean, Bimini, where is pretty sweet in Bimini now.
That rolling too.
I mean, it ain't is it mega? We don't call it mega.
It is, but it's mega though.
But mega
We
to
don't
me.
call it mega, but it's mega.
That mega to me. Whatever, I love it.
And you know what?
Oh,
You
you
know
bet?
what? You know
Huh?
what?
You bet?
Yes, sir.
And you know what the Biminites say? And they right. Biminites say, and it's proven. 50 cases of COVID, they'll shut this island down.
Yeah.
50. They'll have to shut the island down for Joe. And they right say because you ain't got nowhere to go.
Yeah.
It's only about 50 of them living there.
You know, you're jogging. You got jogging laps. You got jogging laps. Yeah, just do laps on the island.
Indian face you got over there.
No.
Indian drop you got make that.
I mean, before I get in the good group, I got to turn around.
I tell you got make that.
What you know? We mentioned allowing people to board from here. That inter-island cruise, and what you think about that Crystal Seas thing? How you feel about that?
We can get in trouble right now.
Oh boy, let me leave it alone then. I don't want to say it.
I mean, I agree with it. Boy, that's a COVID trap. That I will agree with Ken with that one. That's not with COVID. But boy, that money's sweet though.
That's sweet.
Because they getting per head, boy.
That's sweet.
Then isolated them.
They isolate them. Why did they do that? But you can't pass it per head.
No, let's and then now you don't get that started.
Yeah.
I'm set on them island. They want to go away.
They don't used to that.
I really think about taking one of those cruises.
They don't used to it.
Because I save $1,000 on the back end.
Hey, that's per head.
That's on travel.
That's double. You know.
But not
the usual fee.
It's a luxury cruise though. I mean, so I don't know what the cost are. What the cost is
per head. That's
Remember
double.
now, for me, my family go to States to get on a cruise. We spending
and then what you and then your charges up.
The way I tell you is that I tell you it's a luxury cruise, so I don't know what the fees are, what the rates are.
It's still ain't
I
gonna
can
be
speak for.
You don't think so?
I still saving $1,500 on the
tell
back.
you.
You ain't sure? You don't know ticket cost though.
Listen,
No matter what it is, if I had to take that cruise sponsor, I still could spend $1,500.
No, if you're taking if you was traveling, you're going on another cruise, a cheaper cruise.
someone we know very well say if we had 6 months of the numbers they had the last 2 months, would be the greatest 6 months we had in the last 15 years. Tourism numbers.
Wow.
No, I hear we smoking on now.
My boy told me he was over the land and said bumper to bumper.
Smoking.
He said a bumper to
Smoking.
bumper.
Say if they had 6 months of this, say they're ready. November to December already can be smoking. They're ready to book that.
Mm-hmm.
And they looking at the supposed downtime supposed to be October and September and October. Ain't no downtime.
They ain't seen it.
Nope.
Numbers them flying.
So my suggestion for the Prime Minister is to go ahead now and secure the sports center, the brand new sports center.
I just get
Remove TR, what they name? TRC, what they name? Road traffic or whatever that is. That's gotta now be
the COVID center.
the COVID center.
That building coming a part of the Sims.
I saw something, and I believe it's going to change. It's going to change the game too. I think with vaccinations, that Johnson & Johnson's on the way.
Yeah.
I want to part of Johnson & Johnson.
No, but
I don't want nobody.
I don't think many people joining y'all.
That's one shot kill the
I don't
Let me tell you why I'm
Ah.
not taking Johnson & Johnson.
Why?
Johnson & Johnson hasn't even proven themselves when it comes to making baby lotion and baby oil and sun lotion. You've been following up at that game, people can't talk.
No, but the FDA.
I ain't fooling around with your one shot groove.
Johnson, Tino.
I'm not doing that.
You're on the radio. We ain't have no
that's my
proven
opinion.
cases of
Right,
cancer.
we don't know nothing about that.
Listen,
Yeah, so
See,
let
y'all
me
say,
say,
say this Tito opinion.
Yeah, that's your
Yeah,
opinion.
make
That
sure
one
you
shot
say
kill the
that.
girl.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing but
I know
Johnson &
nothing
Johnson.
Johnson, but
But I know myself, past I never liked the one shot to kill the crow green.
Well,
I always like at least with 2 giants.
But your uncle Joe, tomorrow sending you another 187,000 vaccine.
Yeah, you take that.
Yeah. So if you want vaccine,
You got it.
you got it. If you interested in that, and if you don't
I-
want vaccine, we'll continue.
I can be honest. I mean, to me, honestly, I am more tilted towards J&J than anybody else.
Well, people like Pfizer. Pfizer reach tomorrow.
I'm not a fan of the messenger
I'm
RNA.
not a fan of that.
You will find the Pfizer reach tomorrow.
But I
See, people
heard
like the Pfizer because people like Pfizer brand.
the talk around the town, over that way, over across the seas, and people don't like J&J, baby. They don't like J&J.
Yep.
Why?
They don't. They just say
why?
they say
But people taking J&J.
they saying some people even stop giving J&J.
Listen, J&J is that virus, is that vaccine that is using the more tested, trusted, tried, and proven method
Remember,
in its development.
It was the third of them, so they came out last. So they actually they've done more work with the Delta variant than the others.
But they're saying against Delta, didn't they? AstraZeneca has the highest.
The Indian version, the one we
You
get.
keep on saying it.
No, not because you got to get a minister. No, there are 2 versions of AstraZeneca. The one the people in the States get, that ain't the one we have. We have the UK version.
I know we both have the US one now.
That one coming. Some of you all about that.
But I can give one good
Those
advice.
of us who were lucky enough to get
And
it.
this
to get
advice, Pastor, it's
We
the
get
best
Indian.
advice you'll ever
Get
get.
Indian.
Before you take any shot, go and do your physical.
Yeah, go see yourself a doctor.
Go and check yourself before
Correct.
you take any shot.
Correct. Because some of y'all need to go.
Some of y'all won't go take this shot, and
Yeah.
y'all know your body ain't feeling right,
Right.
and that shot is not going to heal you from
Correct.
whatever you have been going on in your
Correct.
body.
Correct. 'Cause even
Go
after,
check
because you
yourself.
get, and this is what I will say to add on, because you get more problems than just COVID.
Yes.
I have a cousin of mine said, "Boy, Denzel, I think Daddy to get the vaccine. Daddy's but his daddy's but age 84." He said, "Boy, ever since I gone to the doctor and take that shot, so because he didn't know what shot he take. He just got he sent them take it.
Yeah.
He said, boy, that swelling in my foot going all the way down." So my foot. He said my foot. He said my foot. Dad said my foot ain't swell no more.
Psychological.
But time I take that shot,
Yeah.
it's because he knows the vaccine.
Yeah,
He said
yeah.
that shot.
Yeah.
Said, boy, I thank you for getting me the doctor, boy, because that shot now my leg feels so much better. I ain't get no more pain in my leg.
You take the shot, healing.
You feel good though.
Dad say, listen to me. That short boy said to that short boy, I ain't feel nothing in my leg no
You feel
more.
good.
All that swelling going down. So anyway, Javon said, can we feed ourselves? If the answer is no, then money is needed to eat. Foreign reserves have to be replenished or the dollar devalues. No Bahamian wants that to happen. Don't complain about the virus then, Butler. Accept the casualties.
Exactly. Hey, but that kid, that's why I don't complain with it.
Anva, I got the J&J vaccine. So I'm a straight. Javon says, I encourage everyone to get vaccinated. COVID is here, and there are preventative measures that we all can take.
I ain't getting that far. That's a personal choice.
Absolutely. Well, my take on this is you should get the vaccine. Of course, you can still get the virus even if you get the vaccine. The same way you can get pregnant if you use birth control. And the same way you can die from a car accident if you use the seatbelt. But that doesn't mean you're not going to use birth control or the seatbelt. The vaccine is not a cure. It's a layer of protection up to 95%. 95% is not 100%. They've been saying this from day one. Yes, you can still get COVID even. I guess it's more, but that's all allowed to get there. I hear you, Nigel. Tito, what you don't understand is that J&J is an attenuated virus. It uses a non-viral virus protein to get an immune response. Some of the others are messenger RNA vaccine. This a new form of treatment, unproven, and there is no science behind it.
Yeah, but they making vaccine and they put it in people.
If you do your reading up on it, I can't say there's no science, but the science is conflicted.
He actually kind of.
No, I can tell you he's on that the science
on.
is very conflicted with regard to the messenger RNA technology.
But you can't say it's no science behind it.
Yeah, there's a lot of science, but
No, but what he trying to say is that
The science improving.
the J&A,
the J&J is a more proven method.
It's a more proven method. It is.
That's what I said earlier.
That's why
J&J is more proven.
If you notice, that's why they did something that the others couldn't do, and that's why it's only one dose.
So I can let the cat out of the bag. I'm gonna take the shot.
Right.
My method of properly testing it is getting everybody 3 months. So I didn't give you 3 months. I ain't see you turning no zombie.
Right.
Now I can wait for this J&J to come around around over Christmas.
Yeah, you see what
I can and then come January I can roll in.
You be in there.
Yeah, listen, I give you time to see if you can croak.
That's fair. That's what Burroughs do to me.
Yeah, you
He
wait.
see me get there.
No, I didn't do that. So I can be honest. I didn't do that. The wife jumped ahead of me, and that's what happened. By the time it was my turn to go, that's when they started.
Slow down. A little.
Slow down. So that's what happened. It wasn't the wife jumped ahead of me. That's what happened.
Can turn the corner on y'all. Can say, in addition to getting your physical, check your life insurance also and see if you're covered after taking an experimental drug.
Ken, let's be perfectly clear.
Ken don't lie now. He saying get yours in order.
But Ken not the way with that because most of us don't have no life insurance. Ken, you talking to?
So ain't a problem.
Ain't no problem. Ken only but 20% of the mamas get life insurance. You talking about life insurance?
Come on, 20% people.
People can't afford cable right now. You don't have a food system.
Plenty life insurance left.
20% of this country.
Again, IB.
If they have more, that's life insurance.
That's enough to bury you. Cremate you, but you know.
Bury you where?
Oh,
Better can bury you.
all right.
Yeah, if you get
If you
cremated and you go in the jar, you get put anywhere.
Cremated for sure now. Yeah, for sure.
You don't gotta put them in. You don't gotta get a plot.
No, you're right with that.
You put them in the can. You go there, put them in a hole. You put them in your
What
backyard.
NIB offering you under the debt benefits? Just enough to cremate you.
Yeah. So everybody got a little.
And the way y'all live in your people lying there by the morgue is obvious. Y'all want the government put them in the pine box.
But y'all don't want to see. People don't understand. Listen, this is a money thing. You didn't scrap for money. You go there and surprise me with this debt. I wasn't ready for that. The only place I could hold. Listen to me. This the truth.
That ain't appropriate.
This ain't appropriate, but it's true,
That
Peter.
ain't appropriate.
What is that?
I get surprised with the debt. We just come out of
I can give-
whatever you want to
I
call
can
it.
give-
Which debt you
What
was
you
surprised
talking
by?
about? Because
He-
you
he-
We
he made
saying,
something
we
cool.
saying, we
There's a
saying,
bunch of people in the mall.
right. So say someone surprised you just died on you. You wasn't ready for it.
Right.
You then scrap for money,
Right.
right? I know you pass. I know you in the morgue. I can't come get you. There's
Go to
nothing I
bed.
can do.
Do like what behemoths do. Go to battle.
and paid on.
I give.
Pay down with what? Some people even got that.
No, I mean, both your point is valid, but Tito's point is very valid as well. People
Some
are
people
saying,
ain't got that.
I can't afford it.
Yeah, but then,
People are saying, I can't
well,
afford it, I
then,
can't
what,
do
but
it.
then what left to do is the buying box.
No, they trying to buy time. So what the morgue is saying,
No, but
listen,
it don't
we
buy
are
no-
overstocked.
You know, buying
I'm
that.
here trying to get 2-3 weeks, see if I could gather some money or something to go down there to make something happen. But in the meantime, this just hit me. Some people ain't got family. Listen to me. Y'all be amazed. Some people ain't got family, you know?
And what I'm saying to you, and
agree with
Mr.
you on
Battle,
that. I agree.
Mr. Battle, what I'm saying to you is this. I agree with you. What I'm also saying to you is
What I supposed to do?
go see
I
Battle.
can't come get
Go
you.
see Battle.
But
I don't even have $100. How am I going?
So let me ask you this
get
though.
you at the
Let me
morgue?
ask you this. How long should I keep you in the morgue though?
Listen, and I can tell you what I just find out. You know, a lot of people around here, some people even don't have their wife sign onto their account. Now, if something was to happen to you,
Yeah.
and
yeah.
anybody on your account, you might have money.
Yeah.
But I can't even come down and get the money.
No, but what kind of
I gotta go. I gotta
see
go.
someone say-
I gotta now go
someone
past
from the
and find a
bank
lawyer
say- Someone
Yeah,
say
for
y'all
a couple
coming down
$1,000
here, y'all
to
coming
go
here,
down
get
here.
that certificate.
No, but-
So
They make
it's a
sure
lot
your
of stuff
name
going
on
on.
his account.
No, but see, y'all problem is some of y'all run and talk shop.
Yeah, but we've been doing that, Peter.
No, but that don't make it
But
right.
see, but people they think because we're married, I can go down there and say, listen, we married,
That's
Peter
what I
died.
can- yeah, that's
I
what
need
the
to come
bank
get this
say.
money. But now we need to educate the public about what go down to the bank, put your wife or whoever's a beneficiary on the account. So if something was to happen, you can access the money. People getting surprised. Everybody getting licked right left,
but
right,
see,
center.
but-
But
they don't
this
want
this could be another show because one of the things we talked about this a lot, and I think, because I'm fresh out of this, we don't talk about death enough.
True.
We don't like the death conversation. I can say this here on national radio that once we got over the reality of it, we couldn't be carrying on and foaming at the mouth and jumping in the hole because my mother always prepared us for her death. We were children.
Wow.
Death was always a conversation.
Absolutely.
I mean, if we say we're believers and we believe, why is death something you run from?
Thank you.
That's a conversation. So when one time the doctors call us and the nurse calls us and say, boy, your mother say she good, she go to heaven. They say we believe she hallucinating. Hallucinating?
No.
We say hallucinating? That woman is in her right mind. She ain't saying nothing different that she ain't say.
Yep.
Long time.
Long time. But I think we are in the church and in the country, we don't have the death conversation.
There are
We
some-
don't.
We are afraid
We
of
don't.
that
Like I can tell
conversation.
you, coffin was picked out. The hymns and the scripture reading, everything was
Dying mean you can dead.
no.
Dying give the devil no access to
But
your
I
life.
just understand
Dying speeding up your death.
that
It's coming.
There was nothing.
You know what's black men doing over will?
That's their business.
So when me and Peter was talking this before the show, Daddy got me. I say, hold on. So he keeps saying, keep bringing it up,
Right.
This what to do, this what you do. Boy, you need to tell me something. So he say, no, it plan out. So you don't need to do no major work. He say he's seen a lot of family members start scrambling.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
they
Like,
was ready.
My
so he
perfect-
say, he ain't doing that.
no.
You don't need to do that.
My perfect funeral wouldn't be allowed, but my wife know what I want. Like how I would want them to put me in Lake Cananam on the raft and push me down
You were the fire.
and shoot arrows.
Listen to me.
And bird me like
You-
an
you did-
ancient
you
king
did-
of
you-
old.
You got like a king.
I go down like a king.
You
This
were
ain't by Kings,
Yes, sir. I was doing a funeral.
That's it. That ain't cost nothing.
All y'all got to do is build
That's a ball of gasoline and any old boat ready to sink.
But Peter, the problem is that nigga with that bow and arrow got missed.
That's the unit. That's my unit. And
When that fella missed that bow and arrow,
That's the brother.
now we get a problem.
Now we
And
got
that's
the
why you
Now
like
you
small and
pull
candy.
up in the back of somebody else.
Right.
You pull up in the back of somebody else.
I said that's the one thing. You don't want to shoot the arrow straight.
No.
That's the issue.
So you put a little candle so when it burn down low enough to catch gasoline.
That's
And let it light it up.
A bag of planet.
Yeah, but a smaller candle so when it'll get low.
See, and some of y'all will have major. You ain't gonna be no major party of me. Y'all eat and drink home.
Let me get this last.
That's the thing.
We close about. Let me get this last.
Put her face on no shirt.
Excuse me?
She doesn't say that.
No.
My last couple of comments here. Even if you're vaccinated, they didn't kill the virus. It's still very much there, but the vaccine helps you from developing severe symptoms from the virus so you don't die. It also reduces the risk of you spreading the virus so you don't affect anyone else. If you have it, that's it. So think about it,
When
people.
Mr. Lewis, they coming at you on Facebook, I can tell you.
Yeah,
that right
but you did, but everything you said is factual.
yeah, it's factual.
It's factual.
I want you to know they coming at you.
But Kenneth said, looking out for my tree. I hear you, Ken.
Absolutely, buddy.
And let me say this officially, Ken, we congratulate you. Ken and Yasmin had a son.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, so we congratulate Ken and Yasmin.
Congratulations.
Kenneth Jr.,
Oh,
KJ.
there you go.
All right, so congratulations. You see, put it there. I look out for my 3. You see the 3?
3.
You missed it.
I didn't see that.
Yeah. Congratulations, my brother. Anva, you all don't know I majored in biotechnology. Man. Beating on your chest, man. Why you trying to throw us under the bus like this, man? Let me finish read. Y'all don't know I majored in biotechnology and biology in university. I have worked in labs and done cancer research.
Then you should be home. The Prime Minister calling for all good and able
Get home.
bodies. Get home.
Why are you in New York?
Why you in New York? We need you on the front lines.
Don't karate.
Javon, good conversation today, guys. I need to make more time to tune into this show. This is the best show in the world,
In the
Javon.
world, everybody say,
Yeah, I don't understand why you ain't been tuning in all along,
we
Javon.
got you now.
Y'all know Javon as well?
No.
Y'all know him?
No, I sure.
Yeah.
He's a good Laker, though. That's a good man.
Yeah, he's a league. I see that.
Absolutely, he's a good man.
It's one strike again.
I don't mind me acting silly. See, in other words, I think he's saying y'all don't mind me acting silly. I'm smart.
No, we don't really think he'd be acting silly. Definitely not.
We definitely know it. It's not acting. It's the real you.
If
sir.
you've ever read the leaflets of all these pills we swallow, some of us daily, life is risk. No Jesus.
So you trying to say that elephant thing them fellas take it, there's a risk to that?
Listen to me. One thing I know about every medicine and every shot, there's always a side
No, but
effect.
you know them elephant pill them fellas take by the Chinese? You think it's a risk?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Life is all about calculated risk. No Jesus. I with you. Morgue booked because no one wants to bury with 10, 15 people.
Also, you all looking at body?
Yeah.
Now Ken, see, you start a new conversation now, Ken. That's a totally different conversation. Now, listen, funeral is a big deal. Big to Bahamians.
Yes.
And the idea of doing, I've done some graveyard funerals, some 30 only, 10 only. People have been devastated.
I have a personal problem with that, but we can talk about that.
They've been devastated.
Pastor,
We gotta think.
because listen, you can die once. You don't get a second shot at that.
But you dead.
Once, but
Yeah,
no,
but you dead,
no.
though.
If I miss burying my loved one, I don't get a second shot at that.
Who the show for?
Idiot. Some families big.
And some people, that's part of the grieving, though. Some people, that's the way they
Some families
grieve. They
big.
need that for closure.
See,
You need
Peter,
that.
you aren't big on funerals, but you got some people, they big on it. And it's
Yeah.
only, you only can have that once. I can't do that twice.
I need you to be big on that bill.
Well, they allow me to open up the hole and do it all over
I need you
again.
to be big on that bill.
Listen, my old man and Lady Funeral tell you what he want, and he
Yeah.
says to me, y'all don't rush.
Yeah.
Don't rush.
I need you to be big on that
My
bill.
dad did say he want a long funeral.
That's fine.
He said whoever want to talk, let them talk.
No, but that's fine. But that's fine. That's fine. But he have to stay together though.
Oh yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah, man. He didn't
It's like a day.
make that plane.
During funeral family planning, there's be a lot of talk.
When the bill come in, everybody
Ain't
say
nobody
that.
got that money.
As I said,
No, but this was kidding me. Ain't nobody got that money, but everybody want to march and dress up
Oh, yeah,
when they go to the
absolutely.
graveyard. Now, hold on.
Absolutely.
You didn't go and
They
buy a
want
$200 pair of
they want the
shoes.
picture in the paper.
You didn't buy a $200
In the
pair of
bucket,
shoes.
yeah.
You didn't get a whole shirt to match with this outfit, and you didn't even say, "But see what
picture
$20 spent in your
book.
pocket."
That the picture in the book don't be right. You get people there who in the church counting the pictures in the obituary.
Well, I just want to get 5 and only get
So I
2.
get 5 and I only get 2.
So
Abigail Pratt
I ain't gonna lie,
says,
and I have a problem with that, especially if I put more money in you.
Abigail Pratt says,
I put $5,000, and you put one picture of me and my family,
That's
and
a
this
problem.
choker here, and put $1,
That's
and
a
you put
problem.
him in the family, then you put him doing
That's
the
a
cross like
problem.
this, and then he like this again, and then go like this again, and he put $1. Oh no, you don't need to fix that
that's a major problem.
immediately.
so I guilty of that. I ain't that. I say so. This one.
Only Christians scared to die. We must prepare. Boys, that could be another show. We may need to do a show on that.
Make sure just on that.
Yeah.
Y'all talking about this. I want to know who
Let them come already. And Tita, you petty brother. Yeah, we can do a show talking about death. Let me say, I forget to tell you.
I don't know if I can show up for that one.
Why
I
not?
don't like that. Listen to me. I don't watch horror movies no. I don't like certain things in my
We
spirit.
ain't talking about how you gonna die.
No, I just, Papa, I ain't gonna lie. I just don't like that dead talk. I might not show up for that one. I just say it now. I don't watch horror pictures. I don't need them kind of things to get in my spirit.
But then what does it get in your spirit though? I mean,
I don't
as
know.
a believer.
I see they didn't poison my mind over the years when I used to watch horror film.
So
and everything but death is just horror.
No, that's it. Now we gotta kill that. We got
Yeah,
we gotta debunk that.
Yeah, we have to.
Death is.
So what I can do, I can tune into the show and when you're so when I blow for me. Serious? I'm serious.
I try to get my virtual producer to go ahead and shut me down. Because Carlo, I released the producer and I remember like, oh Lord, Carlo in here, and I trying to get my remote shut down. Yeah. It's a conversation that we got to have.
Yeah.
It's a conversation that should be happening in every household, every family. Some of us, I mean, those of us who believe in the Bible say 3 score and 10. Your parents, I'm 75 and 78 and 80 and this and that.
You're supposed to be ready.
You still ain't talking about that yet?
Yeah.
You know? That gotta be a conversation that we gotta have. Can't be afraid of it.
Yeah, well, like
Because it's you. That's one that we guarantee you can get about here.
Yeah.
Daddy get his own blood.
Ready to go.
He done tell me.
Some of you all children
He tell you who got the envelope and what to do.
who parents pay for your schooling the entire life. Don't go asking their brothers and sisters to bury them when they die if they die. Some of y'all need to get your affairs in order. Stop spending.
Especially if they pay your school
They
fee.
pay your school fee.
Right.
You got to be the one to show up the most.
Find some money to bury your mom and your pa, please. Come on, man. Come on.
Ain't nobody on here start
Ain't
showing
nobody
what you ain't got
start
because
showing.
everybody ain't got it. Put it down.
Yeah, find it. Go to battle. Get a plan.
And it's always the one who ain't got no money. So the biggest plan.
No, and these are the biggest to say. I don't want this to happen. You got it ready?
This same from my daddy.
We in this color.
You got it ready? Never got two decals rubbed together. That's how it's going. I mean, and every family get one. I want us know who you are, but every family get one.
Oh yeah.
I think they I believe they meet together somewhere in a group. They meet together.
I hear the music.
Yeah, music. Yeah, music.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah. Oh, the music going.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Chop.
See you next week. Tune in.
All right, so we'll be done then. Thank you everybody for tuning in. We appreciate you so much, and we'll talk to you next time. We're gonna be in next week. We gotta go. We ain't do no politics today.
Listen, I can be smoking hot from the FTL. I'll give y'all a nice update.
You don't gonna be in no FTL. You even know you in.
Yeah, I going up and I coming back down.
Oh,
I
you coming down?
Honestly, I almost going through the whole state of Florida. I drive it up and I coming back down. I
All
give
right.
y'all a good report.
All right, we'll next week back on it. God bless everybody. We'll talk to y'all next time.
Something you buy, like candy bar in a plastic bag. To put in your car to make orange and tangerine start. The fruit and the spirit was right ready to pick. Me like that, I kill them with it. While I fling it, one and I fling long stick. The fruits where you have made them know it exist. Well, if nobody now pay you free any mind.